flip this around. Oh, yeah. Just gonna flip this around. Okay. Then you can now set that up. So do it, whatever adjustments or whatever you want to make to it.
It's time to start the only way we know how, with The Warm-Up. Brought to you from our friends at Brick and Barrel. With a wonderful family atmosphere, Brick and Barrel has a beautiful beer garden and is just the place to take in a game or celebrate after. Brick and Barrel, 155 Joyner Parkway in Lincoln. The way you warm up is the way you perform. So to be the best, you gotta warm up with the best. So warm up with us as we sit down with a member of the Potters coaching staff to talk all things Potters. It's time to get loose and warm up right here on Stones Radio Networks.
That's right here in the warm-up show with the manager of the Potters, JP. How you doing today, bud?
Another good one, man.
Are you sure? Did you get enough sleep? That's the first question I have to ask.
We got home a little late, yeah. And got home and just hit the pillow, man. It was
Well,
was a long night.
You could sleep good last night, right? I mean, that was one marathon of a game, wasn't it?
It was I think our longest game that we've had.
According to Potter's lore, it's the longest game in history.
Yeah, no, it was definitely fun. With just the back and forth and the grit and the grind. That's just, you love to see that out of your guys. 100%.
Absolutely. Anybody in particular stand out for you as far as last night was concerned? Because when you're doing that and you literally played almost everybody you have on your team.
It was everyone.
So who stood out for you last night?
100%. Woody Brennan was he's a dog, man. He gets up there and just give me the rock. Here it is.
Absolutely.
Ben Romano. Finding a way to just get it done. Olsen grinded through some at-bats early, and then just, the big hit there for us. Cade Sanchez, there was a point where he had to drop down a bunt. He got the big hit to move guys in. It was a lot of guys.
Yeah.
But in particular, some of those guys grinded through some at-bats. The one that stood out to me, though, was Cade. Fouled off, and then, got the sac fly.
He had a big at-bat there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a big-time at-bat that I think it tied the game for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that was the 8th or the 9th after the, yeah.
Who knows, right?
I don't know, man. They all blended together. It was so much fun, and there was a lot of good things done by a lot of guys.
Absolutely. And just to wrap up about last night, I do want to bring this up. I saw some photos from the ride home last night. You guys got a new motto going on right now within the Potters organization. Talk to us about what you guys are pushing now.
The Club Dub, is that what we're talking about?
That's it, baby.
That's Coach Marge, man. He likes to have fun with the boys, let them play loose, and we try to get into that no panic mode. How you are in the first and the second should be how you are in the 8th or the 9th or the 15th.
4th, 15th, yeah.
But at the end, the boys like to throw a little disco ball on and
Look like it was a good time.
play some music, and they enjoy it. Yeah,
Awesome.
So we like to put that environment out there.
Well, you got a test tonight. You got the West Coast Kings coming in. Obviously, we've faced them in the past.
Yeah,
we
they
know
always
them.
play us tough.
Yeah, we faced them in the West Coast World Series last year.
We did, yeah.
So, what are you expecting out of the West Coast Kings, and what do you know about them as of right now?
I don't know much.
Okay.
I do
So
know they're
we're
split
not
squatting
alone
somewhere,
here.
right? Because I think
Yeah.
they have another squad out Healdsburg.
Black and gold, right?
Yeah, I think they have another squad at Healdsburg. If they're split squadding or what exactly they're
Okay.
doing, but they always bring a good group of dudes and always put up a fight for us. You'll see some new guys in the lineup for us tonight. We got Jack Grant coming
Perfect.
in. Yeah, we got some guys
I
coming
was
in.
going to get there, but you nailed it. Jack Grant's back, huh?
Jack Grant's back. Yeah, Luke Lavin's coming in. You'll see him. We got a couple new arms that'll be throwing for us. Still a couple temp guys. You'll see Soto out there starting for us tonight.
Okay, so you got Levi on the mound tonight?
Yep. So we'll have a couple guys that are going to temp for us still, filling in.
Yeah.
We got guys for the rest of the week in the CCO.
Excellent. So you got a quick turnaround. You're home for one game after just doing the marathon in Sonoma, and you got to go back there,
Yeah.
and then you head on up to Healdsburg. So how do you get the guys ready for such a short turnaround time, especially after a long game like that?
This is where Marge has a huge role in our team, right? The guy played in the big leagues, right? He did the whole minor league grind. All of these guys, 90% of them, want to do that. Others are like, you know what, I want to enjoy my college career, finish it out. But, for the majority of these guys, they want that. They want to make it. They want to find a way in pro ball, and that's the grind. You do that. You ride in the buses. You have early mornings, late nights.
Yeah.
So we talk about embracing it. That's something that we embrace with these guys, and
Part of the journey, right?
You're only playing. Think about it: 50 games this summer,
Yep.
50 games in your college season. I mean, that's 2/3 of a season in pro ball, right? So it's like, hey man,
Make the most
toughen
of it.
up, let's roll.
Yeah, absolutely.
so,
Well,
so
good
he
luck.
does a good job with that.
Good luck tonight. I know, like I said, it's a short turnaround, and you guys are going to have to get some sleep. So try to get this in under 9. What do you think?
Oh,
Can we
the
do
boys
9?
the boys are going to be live, man. They're going to have a good time. It's
All
country night. They got their hats. It's going to be a good one.
And before I let you go, we're going to absolutely head it on this because you run this great organization, Better Baseball,
Yes.
and Designated Hitter,
Yes.
and you guys are sponsoring many nights,
Yes.
including tonight. So what's the sponsorship about tonight?
So every Friday, it's Orange Friday. So
Yes.
we do that sponsorship. Me, Wes, he's got some ties with Brick and Barrel as well, and another partner, Gavin. And we wanted to do something, one, to get us out there, and two, give back to obviously the organization here that we love, and so we do some giveaways. We got some shirts you can see out on the seats tonight. We got some shirts out there, commemorating the 100th year,
Yes.
obviously with us, and we wanted something to tie into that, and we partner up with the camps, and want to do stuff with the community and get out there. So we love offering, our cages up.
Oh, yeah.
In return for the kids that come to the camp and stuff like that. We really like to focus on getting into the community and that aspect of things. So it's awesome to be able to kind of intertwine everything with what we love here.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on last night. Congratulations on the business, too. I got to tell you, it's really come a long way from when you
fun,
started,
man.
and I was
It's
there.
fun.
So congratulations on that, and go get them. Coach
it, brother.
JP, tonight we'll be back with more right here on the Stones Radio Networks.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, Kids Zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Here's a quick look back at Potter seasons past.
Takes that one outside and stays outside, so it's 1-1 on JT Walden. Hispanic Heritage Night out here at the park. Also, I think I saw it's like cider night or something. That's odd. There's a high fly ball to short left field. Not being able to see it as the left fielder. That's Porter. Now the shortstop goes out, and he makes the catch in left field. What a play by Cameron Sasso. He 1-0 here in the 8th. High fly ball right field. Going back is Arboleda. Still going back. That one is gone. A home run by Nolan McCarthy. Opposite field. A big one for the Potters. And welcome to California, Mr. Nolan McCarthy. Second run batted in for Nolan McCarthy out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. University out over the plate. As he went after it right away and hit it down toward the Potters dugout. So it's 1-1 on AJS. Gaspar's going back, still going back, still going back. He reaches up, and that one is out of here. A 2-run home run for Brandon Motherall. Line drive center field hit very well. Barnes goes back, still going back. He's not going to get it. It's down. 1 run scores. Here comes Roselle around third. They're going to send him as well. The throw's coming in. Cut off. It's a 2-run triple for Zach Chamiso. Breaking ball is hit well to left field. It is gone. A home run by Clayton Coates, and he really turned on that one. That ball is way out of here. I mean, way out of here. A home run for Trey Burry, number 2. And I think Trey has made a statement, and that statement is, I want to be the post-game guest on the Lincoln Potters broadcast on the Stones Radio Network. That ball's hit high. It is hit far. It is gone. A 3-run home run by JT Walden. High fly ball. That's well hit to left field. Brum goes back. Still going back. Reaches up. That ball is out of here. Brennan Roselle, the Fighting Zebra alum, pounds one to left field. The Potters lead this one 12-3. And somehow he's got the flag too.
Potters fans, Potter up.
And good evening. Welcome to the Lincoln Potters Baseball. I'm Stones McCoy here to bring you all the best word pictures I can. Sitting next to me is my producer engineer, Riley Duncan. And we have another exciting matchup as the West Coast Kings come into town to take on your Lincoln Potters. The Potters have returned from Sonoma a little bit later than expected, but they did so by getting their first CCO road win against the Stompers in 15 innings, the longest game ever in Potters history. West Coast Kings come into Lincoln for their first of many meetings with the Potters, so the boys are back in town for a quick home game before they hit the road for the weekend. It's country night here at the Bean. The combat nights are back, so that means it's a party here in Lincoln, and we'll have it all for you right after this. You're home for Lincoln Potters Baseball, Stones Radio Networks.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis, or call 916-259-2739.
Have you ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Yes, you are. You're here ready to enjoy the fun with Stones McCoy, Riley Duncan on the engineering, and my assistant this evening, the great Maya Duncan. So it's a family affair here in Lincoln, and we are here and ready, excited to bring you Lincoln Potters baseball. If you're expecting the Phantom, I do apologize, because I know most people tune into these broadcasts to hear his dulcet tones. However, Phantom is out enjoying his birthday celebration. So everybody say a nice little happy birthday to the Phantom, and if you happen to be at Ringo Starr tonight, go say hi to him. Other than that, we expect you out here at the Bean, and we are ready for a big, big matchup against the West Coast Kings. Potter's finally getting back into town. I talked to the bus driver, found out that they got home about 1:45 last night. Several people, including the mayor, Ray Garcia, were here for hours after that, trying to get everything ready for today's game, and it's all worked out. So we are ready for baseball. The Potters are in their Orange Friday uniforms. Orange tops, orange bottoms, and they're looking sharp. And on the mound tonight is a guy that you may be familiar with at this point, Levi Sotomayor. Levi is making his third appearance for the Potters this year. You know that he is a contract player with the Potters currently, and he has gone out and just proven time and time again that he deserves a spot on one of these rosters. So Levi's out there getting his warm-up tosses. The West Coast Kings are over there in their yellows and whites tonight, and they are checking out what Levi's got to throw. And we're all getting ready to start baseball tonight here in Lincoln. It's a beautiful night, much, much nicer than it has been in our last couple of games on the road. We're not freezing, and we have cover over our head, so these are all really, really nice things to have. And we're about ready to get started with baseball. Couple of notes. It is country night tonight here at the ballpark, so if you're listening and you're not here, you better get here, because country night is always a happening place. And during country night tonight, we are having something that I know most Potters fans out there are just excited to have back. That's the Combat League Nights, and they get to come out and they just beat each other up with swords and battle axes. That's happening tonight, so you guys really should be here. But now we're ready for first pitch of this game. First pitch is bunted foul by Chase Taylor. Chase Taylor leading off for the West Coast Kings. Number 17. Don't have any information on him. We do have information on the Kings, but not all of the Kings. So I will give that to you as we get there. But Taylor stands there from the left-hand side. Sotomayor, left-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch. That one's taken right over the outside part of the plate for strike two. So Levi in the driver's seat to start this game, 0-2. After this at-bat, we will set the defensive lineup for the Potters. Next pitch is fouled off out into the parking lot. Count remains 0-2. Following Chase Taylor will be Ryan Wheeler, second baseman for the Kings tonight, and Shane Aldridge, the right fielder. But right now, center fielder Chase Taylor's up there, 0-2. Takes that pitch right over the middle for strike three. So the first strikeout of the game is a looking strike 3 to Chase Taylor. And that's going to bring up Ryan Wheeler. Ryan Wheeler wears the number 7 for the West Coast Kings. They've got the super bright yellow jerseys. We'll set the defense real quick for the Potters. Take a look in the outfield. We got Malone, Garrity, and Romano in the outfield. Grant, Chamizo, Grantham, and Isola across the infield, and Lavin behind the plate. First pitch to Wheeler. Swung through. Back to the screen. Strike 1. So Ryan Wheeler wearing the number 7 out of Butte College. Another left-handed batter for Levi. Here's the 0-1. Wheeler was able to get out of the way of that one. Had he not, that would have hit him and put him on first. We'll take that. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Just getting started here in Lincoln. Crowd still filing in. 1-1 pitch, and that one does hit him right in the middle of the back. So Ryan Wheeler will draw the hit by pitch, first base runner of the game. And that'll bring up Shane Aldridge. Shane Aldridge is out of Allegheny. And that's 3 consecutive left-handed hitters for the West Coast Kings to start the game. Levi Sotomayor, as I told you, this is his 3rd appearance. 5 innings so far. Only giving up 3 hits. First pitch is taken outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Sotomayor's only given up the 3 hits, 2 runs. Both of those are earned. 6 strikeouts and 4 walks in his 2 appearances. Here comes the 1-0. Over the inside part of the plate, but high for a ball. 2-0. Following Shane Aldridge would be Xavier Rios. Shane Aldridge playing right field for the Kings. Next pitch, he cannot hold up on that sweeping slider. Beautiful pitch by Levi. Now we have a 2 ball and 1 strike count. And it feels like we're at home because the scoreboard is already wrong. Here's the 1-2. This was popped up to the right side of the infield, left side of the infield. Grant is camped under it, and he makes the catch. Welcome back, Jack Grant, to the Potters, playing 3rd base tonight. And he puts that one away for the 2nd out of the inning, bringing up Xavier Rios. The first right-handed bat for the West Coast Kings, Xavier Rios. First pitch to Xavier on its way. Runner takes off from first. Pitch was called a strike. Ryan Wheeler will steal that, give him the stolen base, although the ball was dropped by Lavin behind the dish. Not sure he would have gotten him had he controlled that ball. Either way, it's 0-1 on Rios. Next pitch, swing through, strike. 1-1 is the count. On deck, Miles Walton. Rios, the catcher for the West Coast Kings tonight. Stands in there, facing the lefty, Sotomayor. Check of the runner, here's the pitch. Swung, strike 2. No, strike 3. So they did have the entire scoreboard wrong, and I can't rely on that. So after half an inning here in Lincoln, we have a score of 0-0.
It begins on the farm, where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. Where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Come on out and join the fun. It's Lincoln Potters Baseball, folks. I mean, we're excited. I'm excited to be here. You should be excited to either be watching or listening or here at the ballpark with us right now. Bottom of the first inning is about to start. Liam Cavill. Liam Cavill. Is that what we're calling him? Cavill? The pitcher, Liam Cavill? All right, we're going Liam Cavill. I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. Liam Cavill on the mound for the West Coast Kings to face Zach Chamizo, Jack Grant, Aiden Isola to start the bottom of the first inning. Trying to get any information I can get out of that for Liam. Cavill from Cal Poly, right-hander, out of the windup. First pitch delivered to Chamizo, and that catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. No balls and one strike. Country night here in McBean. Next pitch taken outside for a ball, 1-1. Lots of country hats out here. Lots of boots. I didn't wear my boots tonight. 1-1. Swinging strike 2 on Zach Chamizo. Chamizo coming into tonight, raising his batting average up quite a bit. The next pitch is a soft liner around to center field. Taylor camped under it for the first out of the inning. Zach Chamizo flies out to center field, and that's going to bring up Jack Grant. Welcome back, Jack. It's nice to see Jack Grant back in the house. It's been a while, but we missed him. Jack Grant out of Danville, California. University of Arizona. Stands in there from the right side. First pitch to him. Big swing on that breaking ball for a strike. No balls and one strike. Sophomore over there at University of Arizona. Next pitch, take it for a strike. Excuse me, that was a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. This one's fouled over to the right, over by where the parking lot Potters set up, and the parking lot Potters hooked us up tonight. Not sure who did the wood-fired pizza, but it was tremendously good. We thank you very, very much. The 1-2 pitch. There's a shot out into left or in center field. Coming on is Taylor. He's not going to be able to get that. First base hit of the night goes to Jack Grant. Hitting one nice soft liner out into left center field in between Walton and Taylor. Neither one of them able to get to it. So Jack Grant takes a spot over at first base, and that brings up Aiden Isola. Isola coming in tonight, 357 on the year. Isola spent a lot of time playing last night in toss over to first, and it gets by the first baseman on over to second base. Goes Jack Grant. And he's heading over to third because it went all the way down to the bullpen, and he slides in head first. So that's an E1 on the pitcher, allowing Jack Grant to go all the way from first to third, setting up the Potters for a early lead. No pitches yet been thrown to Isola. And here comes that first pitch. Aiden fouls it off behind us. No balls and 1 strike. Aiden, right-handed batter, standing in there. Out of Lincoln, California. Sac City College product. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. That's a swing and strike 2. Isola in the hole quickly here, 0-2. On deck, Brock Rudy, the DH for the Potters tonight. Right now, Liam Cavill on the mound from the stretch. Next pitch is taken off the outside part of the plate for a ball. 1-2. Orange Friday here in McBean tonight. Sponsored by Designated Hitter. Next pitch off the outside for a ball, 2-2. So Designated Hitter had a little giveaway. Gave away some Orange Friday Lincoln Potters t-shirts with the 100th anniversary logo on them. They're beautiful. 2-2 pitch. Gets away, goes to the backstop. Here's breaking for home plate is Grant. He slides in, and he is safe. First run of the game on a wild pitch from Liam Cavill, and the Potters lead this now 1-0. So 1 hit and 1 run in the bottom of the first here puts the Potters on top 1-0. And a full count now to Aiden Isola. Here's that pitch. This one's drilled out into left field. That's going to be into the gap. That's going to go for extra bases. Isola rounding first, heading to second. Not picked up just now by Walton. Isola pulling up at second base for an easy stand-up double. Isola hitting doubles like he was doing yesterday. If I remember correctly, he hit several of them. Day before yesterday. So, yeah, doubles machine on Tuesday in Sonoma. And coming home, and he's hitting doubles again. So, 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Brock Rudy standing in. The left-hander out of Walnut Creek, California. Waiting the first pitch of his at-bat. That one's taken in the dirt for a ball. University of Hawaii is the current home for Brock Rudy. And he's awaiting his 1-0 pitch. Up high for a ball, 2-0. Found out that prior to going to Hawaii, he was at Utah University. So one extreme to the next. High, dry desert climate and tropical beach weather. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That's taken inside. Rudy able to hold up on the swing there. So he's worked the count favorably. 3 balls and no strikes. And here comes that 3-0. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Rudy taking all the way there. Got the runner out on second base, which is Aiden Isola. But right now, Brock Rudy standing in there. 3-1. Taking high for a ball. Easy take by Brock. First walk of the game issued by Liam. Well, that puts runners on first and second for Luke Lavin. Welcome to the big times, Luke. Nice to have you here in Lincoln. Luke Lavin out of Laguna Beach, California, attends Stanford. Well, will be attending Stanford. But here he is to face Liam Cavill. First pitch is fouled off to the left and out of play. In the direction of Phantom's famous bounce houses. I've yet to see him jump in the bounce house yet, but he loves them. And yes, we will reference Phantom many times throughout this game. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Check of the runner at second. Nobody's holding them on. Here it is. This one's hit right up the middle. Second baseman picks it up, fires over to second for 1, and unable to get the double play. So the fielder's choice goes 4-5. And that's the second out of the inning. But now we have runners on first and third. And 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Tyler Garrity, the center fielder for the Potters tonight. First pitch taken inside for a ball. Seneca, California, the hometown of Tyler Garrity. 1-0 pitch is also taken inside for a ball. 2-0. So Tyler, University of Kansas here with another one of his buddies, Chase Jans. I don't know if Chase is here yet, but University of Kansas products. Next pitch, cannot hold up. Tried to check the swing, but couldn't do it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Outfield of Walton, Taylor, and Aldridge for the West Coast Kings. Vertulfo, Scott, Wheeler, and Casas Wu across the infield. Next pitch is taken in there for a strike. Evening up the count 2-2. Rios behind the dish for the West Coast Kings tonight. Liam Cavill on the mound. Right now, 2-2 count on Tyler Garrity. Runner's taken off. Throw down to second. And he will make it in there with a high throw by Rios. Stolen base nonetheless. Ball was taken, or that pitch was taken for a ball, so that's gonna it's gonna make that count a full 3-2. I almost said load up the bases, but it's not quite there yet. Draws this walk, that will. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swing and strike 3. So he's able to get out of the inning, but not without being scored upon. The Potters now lead this game 1-0.
Lincoln Area Archives Museum is the official partner of the Potters' 100th anniversary season. The museum is located just around the corner in Bierman Plaza in the center of the Old Historic District. Plan your visit and learn about early Lincoln history.
The mouth-watering Big Mac with a savory Filet-O-Fish and a tasty McChicken. My goodness, that looks good. Oh, you're making a McDonald's menu hack. Yes, a land, air, and sea. Oh, it's going to tip over. No, it's good. It's good. Very stable. Order the land, air, and sea by name. Build it by hand.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Back here in Lincoln, California, McBean Stadium, the historic Memorial McBean Stadium. I have a hard time saying that. You try saying that 3, 5, 6, 7 times fast. It's hard. Memorial McBean Stadium. Memorial McBean Stadium. Welcome back, everybody. Getting ready for the top of the second inning. Levi Sotomayor out for a second inning of work to face Miles Walton, Ivor Vertulfo, and Caleb Morant. That would be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the West Coast Kings. Outside of the hit by pitch in the top of the first, Levi had a pretty clean inning there. First pitch to Walton is high and outside for a ball. Got to talk with Jarrett Curtis earlier in the game. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's high for a ball, 2-0. I was talking to him and says that he just sprained that wrist and he's going nowhere. He'll be back in a couple of weeks, and that's what we're all hoping for. Good luck, Jarrett, on that recovery. The 2-0 pitch was taken somewhere, but it was a ball, 3-0. Here it comes. There's a strike poured in there. Levi getting back in the count, 3-1. So 3-1. Levi behind in this count, trying to get back in it. Here's the next pitch, and that was taken somewhere for ball 4. So a walk to Miles Walton to start the second inning. And that's going to bring up Ivor Vertulfo, right-handed batter, wearing the number 2. Looking on their roster, don't really have any information on him. So the first pitch to him is taken inside for a ball, 1-0. Yep, I don't have any information on. Oh no, I do. He's actually listed as a pitcher, and he's playing third base tonight. Doesn't happen every night. The 1-0 is chopped over to third base. Grant picks it up, fires over to second for one to get the out there. Over to first, not in time. Fielder's choice. 5-6, and Vertuflo is on first base, but Miles cut down at second. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. And that's going to bring up Caleb Morant, the designated hitter for the West Coast Kings tonight. Solano Community College. Caleb Morant attends currently, and he's standing in there waiting for his first at-bat of the game. Levi checks on the runner and delivers. This one's fouled off to the screen. So he's ahead in the count, 1-0. Levi pumping that fastball in there, about 84 miles an hour. Next pitch, popped up in the infield. Who's going to get it? Isola calls for it, camps underneath it, and brings it in for the second out of the inning. So a nice pop out to Aiden Isola over there at first base. Brings up Ethan Casas Wu. Right-handed batter wearing the number 8 for the West Coast Kings tonight. Also the Dueling Dogs dog batter, so I want to hear all the barking from the peanut gallery, because if he strikes out, that's $1 off a Dueling Dogs brew for everybody in attendance. So we're hoping for the strikeout. We're wishing for it for you guys so you can get that extra $1 off of your beer. First pitch was taken high, though, so we're not starting off right. 1-0. Levi is set and delivers. Next pitch is taken up high for a ball as well. 2 balls and no strikes. To Casas Wu. Casas Wu out of College of San Mateo. Right-hander, but I'd say 5'10", 175. Waiting for the 0-2 pitch. That sails high and away for ball 3. Sotomayor unable to find the strike zone with Casas Wu. And we're all hoping he does, because he's the Dueling Dogs dog batter. We want that $1 off. Outside ball 4. 4-pitch walk issued by Levi. Second walk of the game. Third base runner from the hit by pitch. That's going to bring up Elijah Scott, number 6. Or excuse me, playing shortstop for the Kings tonight. He's actually number 13. A little bit, I'd say a little bit smaller than Casas Wu, so maybe 5'9", 160. But the first pitch is thrown to the backstop, throw bound down to second base, and that hoses Michael Walton out there, or excuse me, Vertulfo, and that's going to end the inning. So with all that said, we are going into the bottom of the second where the Potters lead this one 1-0.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Insist. It's your turn. Nope, I think it's your turn. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go. I appreciate your appreciation. It fills me.
Safe drivers save money with Farmers.
Just for driving safely?
It's a Farmers policy perk. Get Farmers and you can get a safe driver discount simply for having a clean driving record for 3 years.
Come on. After you. After you. Safety first.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I told you it was a party here in Lincoln. If you guys were watching the broadcast, hopefully in between innings, you were able to see the Piper mascot race that we have every game here in Lincoln, California. And Phantom's not here, and I think we just broke the record for the youngest, smallest set of people on the field. So if you were able to see that, 16 months old? I don't know. Just old enough to walk is what I'm guessing. And like usual, they beat Piper in the race. It didn't matter. They don't have to touch all the bases, though. The little ones, they don't have to touch all the bases. They just got to get to home before Piper does. So the race was lost by Piper again. He's 0-175, except for the one time on his birthday, which I believe was rigged. But that's neither here nor there, and we're not going to talk about it. Top of the second inning, or the bottom of the second inning, for the Lincoln Potters. It's going to bring up Braden Grantham, Ben Romano, and Zach Malone. 7, 8, 9 for the Potters, where they have the lead, 1-0. Got that lead on a, quite innocently, the fielder's choice. So able to get that one. Wild pitch scores a run. Jack Grant comes in, and the Potters now lead 1-0. Liam Cavill on the mound for his second inning of work, pours down an 88-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. Cavill, the Cal Poly product, delivers his next pitch, and that's swung through, strike 2. So he finding his grooves to start the second inning. Pitching from the windup. Here it is. Strike 3, caught by the catcher. So Braden Grantham goes down. Second strikeout of the evening for Cavill. That's going to bring up Ben Romano, the left fielder for the Lincoln Potters, who quite possibly had one of the biggest heroic moments last night, dropping down a bunt in extra innings to extend the Potters' game to get into the bottom of the ninth. And absolutely did so. And then if you followed along from there, it only went 6 more innings, finishing in the 15th. So Ben Romano was huge. First pitch was a ball to Ben. Next pitch is taken right in there for a strike, 1-1. One and one is the count. Here's the pitch. That's a nice breaking ball that Romano cannot catch up with, so he's in the hole, 1-2. Fouled off to the screen. Staying alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Catcher had to go out and get that ball, and it looks like we had a ball get loose from the bullpen somewhere. But now that everybody's ready, Cavill back on the mound, ready to deliver. That pitch taken right on the black. Strike 3, called, looking. Ben Romano down on strikes. 3 strikeouts now for Liam Cavill. Bringing it up, the left fielder, Zach Malone. Outfielder Zach Malone tonight comes into the at-bat, actually batting a nice 286 on the year. 2 RBIs. Left-hander stands in there and swings at the first pitch and cannot catch up with it. Strike 1. Next pitch for Zach. It's taken right there for strike 2. So quickly, the left fielder is in the hole, 0-2. Wood Creek High School product. That one's up high for a ball, 1-2. Zach Malone's parents, Todd and Angela. Hope you guys are watching and listening. Watch your son ground this one out over to first base. Not handled cleanly by the first base, but picked up and stepped on the bag anyway to get the out. So we are through 2 innings here in Lincoln. And the Potters lead 1-0.
in the market for a new home comes with more than just buying a property. It is finding the right house in the right neighborhood in the right community. Since 2005, Lori, with Frey & Associates Real Estate, has lived and worked as a real estate broker in Lincoln. She is passionate about local organizations and volunteers with them as well.
She's knowledgeable, she knows, she asks a lot of questions, she gets things done.
We still learn a lot from Lori, and she's very helpful, very positive, and has been wonderful broker.
We at Frey & Associates are your local hometown realtor, and we are here for you.
Welcome back, Olympia's 5th grade orchestra.
Perhaps there's no place like your home because you made it so at RC Willey.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
And again, watching those mid-game games that you had, I got a big chuckle out of it. I don't know if you did, but the great Gorgeous DeGeorgeson, photographer and a Gold Country media extraordinaire, standing down there taking pictures, got hit right in the face with a plastic axe. I chuckled. Here we are in the top of the 3rd inning. Elijah Scott on to hit, and Levi back out there for his 3rd inning of work. Levi was having a little bit of a rough time finding the zone there in the 2nd. Let's see if he can get back into the zone here. First pitch was taken for a strike. No, it wasn't. It was a ball. And that's a strike, so it's 1-1 either way. So Elijah Scott is at bat right now. The top of the lineup after Elijah would be Chase Taylor. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Taken outside for a ball. Luke Lavin behind the dish for the Potters tonight. Just a beautiful, beautiful evening for baseball. 2-1 pitch. Taken outside for a ball. 3-1. Virtually no wind. Very little cloud cover. Just a pleasant evening to be at the yard. Javi serving up the sweet tacos right now, smelling good. Get yourself down here. Here comes a 3-1 pitch by Levi Sotomayor. Taken high and outside for a ball. So Elijah Scott draws the walk. It's the 4th base runner allowed tonight by Levi Sotomayor, but that's going back up to the top of the lineup with Chase Taylor. Chase Taylor, the lefty, one of the first 3 left-handed batters for the West Coast Kings to start the inning. And Elijah Scott over there at first taking a huge lead. Lefty Levi throws over to first base just to keep him close. Isola on first base holding him. Checking on the runner and delivers. Off the outside part of the plate for a ball. Sotomayor just struggling right now to get into the strike zone. Looking to do so right here, 0-1. There's a pitch that's fouled off over to the right. Evening up the count at 1-1. Everybody's ready. Back to do it again. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is high. 2-1. 73-mile-an-hour breaking ball. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. Check of the runner. He bluffs. There's a strike taken there. And Lavin jumps up, cocked back, ready to throw. Did not need to. 2-2 now is the count. Following Chase Taylor would be Ryan Wheeler, hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Right now, here's the 2-2 pitch. This one's weakly chopped off over to the Potter side of the dugout. So 2-2 now. Outfield playing the gaps. Runner takes off. Another foul ball off by Chase Taylor over into the Potters dugout. 2-2 still is the count. Chase struck out his first at-bat. Say congratulations to Zach Chamizo making the All-American in the CCCAA. Congratulations to him. But here's the 2-2 pitch by Levi. Checking the runner over there. And here's a ground ball over to second base. Grantham up, fires over to second for one. Over to first, not in time. So they cut down Elijah over at second base, but the fielder's choice is going to give Chase Taylor first base. One down here, and that's going to bring up Brian Wheeler. So second of the 3 consecutive left-handers is up now for the West Coast Kings, and Ryan Wheeler, as I stated earlier, was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Ended up stealing second base, but was stranded out there to end the inning. First pitch, check swing, foul ball off to the left. Scott Ryan Wheeler talking to himself. Definitely that ball was up and out of the zone. Didn't want to swing at it, but could not help himself. Good crowd out here tonight. Here's the 1-0, or 0-1. Now it's 1-0, 1-1. Sorry, I'm just staring down there. We got a bunch of kids here, Little League nights. You know, they're just cruising all over the place. A lot of stuff going on here in Lincoln. Levi's 1-1 pitch. Taken right down Broadway, first strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ryan Wheeler. Shane Aldridge on deck. 1 down here in the inning. Here's the pitch. Just taken off the outside part of the plate for a ball, evening up the count at 2-2. So I know that the Knights will be coming out and performing here pretty soon, so definitely stay tuned during the commercial breaks. You're not going to want to miss that. 2-2 pitch. That breaking ball did not break enough and catch a part of the plate, so it's 3-2. Full count to Ryan Wheeler. Chase Taylor over at first base. Hasn't been dancing the last couple of pitches, but you imagine he's ready to go on a hit. Here's the 3-2 pitch. It's taken right over the outside part of the plate for strike 3. Ryan Wheeler did not think so, but the umpire did, and that's what matters. 2 outs here in the inning. It's going to bring up Shane Aldridge. Popped out to the third baseman in the first inning. The third of the consecutive 3 lefties. Facing the lefty, Levi Sotomayor. Pitch right there on the black for a strike. 83 miles an hour with that pitch by Sotomayor. It's up to 50 pitches so far in the game. Here comes the 51st. That one's high and inside for a ball, 1-1. Sotomayor is a hitter. Even though he's not hitting tonight, he's been hitting .407 as a Potter. But he's on the mound and is delivering his 1-1 pitch that is outside and low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down here. Potter's trying to get out of the top of the third here, unscathed. Carry that 1-0 lead into the bottom of the third. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's over the middle of the plate for a strike. 2-2. Sotomayor's 6 strikeouts on the year coming into tonight with a 3.60 ERA. It's been a really good pitcher for the Potters. 2-2. And they're going to say that hit him, but I actually think that hit the bat. I don't think it hit him in the shoulder. I thought that hit the bat, but they're going to say hit by pitch. And Shane Aldridge heads down to first base. Chase Taylor down to second base now. 2 outs in the inning, bringing up Xavier Rios. Right-handed batter, catcher, West Coast Kings. Struck out his first at-bat. Up there to try to drive those runs in. First pitch is taken high for a ball. CSUN, the school for Xavier Rios. Next pitch to him, a little bit lower, right in the strike zone. 1-1, evening up the count. Reminder, tomorrow night, the Potters take off. They go back to Sonoma, hopefully for just a regular 9-inning game. Catch that tomorrow, 6:05. Right now, this ball is lifted up into left field. Should be a piece of cake for Zach Malone, camped under it. And that's the final out of the inning. So, through 2.5 here in Lincoln, the Potters do lead this one 1-0.
Old Town Pizza, a proud sponsor of your Potters baseball, will deliver you a slice that you won't soon forget. Come see why they've been voted the best of the best 12 straight years. Visit otpizza.net to get yours today. But don't take it from me.
I think Old Town Pizza should be expanded through the state or even through the country because it's so delicious.
Placer Valley Tourism. Our mission is to increase the health of the hotel industry through occupancy and average daily rate in Roseville, Rockland, and Lincoln. Proud partner of the Potters in the 2023 West Coast World Series Tournament from August 8th to 11th.
Lincoln Potters baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of the third, Potters lead this one 1-0. Liam Cavill out for his third inning of work so far with 3 strikeouts so far, giving up only the 1 run because of the wild pitch. So Potters have a 1-0 lead here. And coming up to bat, the top of the lineup, Zach Chamizo, Jack Grant, Aiden Isola, 1, 2, and 3 for the Potters. So the Lincoln product, Zach Chamizo, left-handed at bat, stands up there. He's ready to take his next at bat. He flew out to center field his first time. First pitch to him is taken right over the outside part of the block for a strike. Quickly at the hole, 0-1. Jack Grant on deck. Next pitch is high and outside for a ball. Easy take. Zach Chamizo played quite a few innings last night up in Sonoma. Looking fresh right now. Here comes the 1-1. Outside ball 2. Chamizo heading to Riverside for school next year. This one is hit out over to first base. First baseman Kasawu lays out, throws over, and gets it to Cavill covering for the putout. So 3-1 if you're scoring at home. And great play by Kasawu at first base, diving to his right, having to field that one. Good thing Cavill was covering there. Was able to get the putout, and that's going to bring up Jack Grant. Jack Grant, welcome back, man. We missed you. Takes the first pitch for a ball. He's been out at Arizona, getting his studies on, playing a little baseball. Next pitch is taken in there for a strike, 1-1. Notice how I said getting his studies on and playing a little baseball? Because it's most important to get your studies on first. Right, Mom and Dad? Here comes the 1-1. Up high for a ball. 2-1. Good eye there by Jack Grant. Aiden Isola on deck. And he's taking his warm-up swings right inside the dugout door. Cavill from the windup. Outside ball 3. 3-1 to Jack Grant. Singled in the first inning. Got to second base on an error by the pitcher. Ended up scoring on the wild pitch. Could not hold up on that off-speed pitch, 86 miles an hour. Swing and strike two. So we have a full count now on Jack Grant. Outside, ball 4. So that last pitch was a pretty easy take for Jack Grant. And that's going to bring up Aiden Isola. Isola playing first base tonight. He plays it all, to be perfectly honest. I mean, he can catch, he can play the field, I'm pretty sure he could pitch if we asked him to. I don't want to, though. Last night we almost had to ask him. First pitch taken in the other batter box for a ball. Country night here in McBean. People are still filing into the park here. Lots of country hats. Runner takes off, throw down to second base, and they get Jack Grant. Caught stealing. Looked like Jack had a pretty good jump, but Rios came up firing. Tried to steal on a fastball, 88 miles an hour, so that ball got to the catcher pretty quick. Was able to turn that ball around down to second base. Scott with the tag, and out goes Jack Grant. So 2 down here in the third. And the next pitch to Isola is high, so 3-0 now is the count. Willie trying to get the people pumped up. Get it going. Come on, guys. I love that beat. It's one of my favorite beats ever. Let's get it going. Next pitch is taken right down Broadway for a strike, 3-1. I think I'm going to change my right down Broadway to right down Ferrari Ranch. Or Lincoln Boulevard. That's better. Next pitch is taken down low for a ball. That was not down Lincoln Boulevard. So Isola reaches base. Second time that he reaches safely tonight. That's going to bring up Brock Rudy. Oh, and I see. Oh, definitely stick around for the mid-game, all right? You don't want to miss the commercial break because the commercials aren't going to be the best thing that you see during the commercial break. Brock Rudy stands in there, DHing tonight. First pitch to Brock Rudy is off the outside part of the plate for a ball. Rudy was a DH last night, also caught some last night. But he is ahead in the count, 1-0. Fouled off to the screen, 1-1. JP made like 3 steps towards it like he was going to get it, but he had no intentions on it. He was going to make the West Coast Kings guys get it. But, you know, it's going to make it look like he was trying. 1-1 here. 2 down here in the top or the bottom of the third. Ball taken on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Aiden Isola over at first base being held on by Casabu. Taking his lead out of the stretch is Cavill, and here it is. This one's fouled out over to the bounce houses. Stays 1-2. Cavill up to 56 pitches on the 57 pitches on the evening. And we just are starting to get some activity in the West Coast Kings bullpen. But right now he's got a 1-2 count trying to get out of the third. And Brock Rudy is battling him, fouling that one off to the screen. So Brock Rudy out of Hawaii, the guy that wears no batting gloves. I love it. Old school. Stands in there in the crouch from the left-hand side. Here's the pitch. This one is a little bloop job out into center field. I think that might get down, and it does not. He makes the catch. Taylor lays out the lefty and is able to rob Brock Rudy of a hit. And that will be the end of the third inning where the Potters have the lead, 1-0.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, the fights are happening right in front of your very eyes. Look at that. I mean, the big guy in the red and white and blue, he's just throwing people to the ground. I don't even think he feels pain. Oh, and he just snaps the guy's sword in half. Look at that. And he's stealing it from him. I mean, you can't get this entertainment anywhere else, folks. Lincoln Potters baseball bringing it. Look at that. That's amazing. We love the Armored Combat guys. They come out here and put on a show every year. Last year they came out here, I think it was 114 degrees the day they went. Had a couple of vomit comet situations with a couple of the guys, but they were able to recover. But tonight is a great night for being in all that armor and just whacking each other with the swords and the battle axes, hitting them hit them with the shield, give them the forearm shiver, whatever. It was fun, man. I love coming out to the yard, don't you? You got to be here, man. Potters tickets right now available. Go to LincolnPotters.com. Get yourself some ticks. Get out to the yard. Catch some of this fun stuff that we do out here. So now that they've finally left the field, Levi Sotomayor can come out and warm up for his fourth inning of work as he's going to be facing Miles Walton, Ivor Vertulfo, and Caleb Morant. And that would be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the West Coast Kings. Still some stirring down in the bullpen for the West Coast Kings. Got a lefty up there. Doesn't tell me much from here, but a lefty nonetheless is warming up in the bullpen. Things are quiet down in the Potters bullpen. So this should be Levi's inning as long as he doesn't get into any trouble, because he's at 57 pitches so far of the evening. Everybody getting all set up, ready to rock and roll. Here on Stones Radio Networks. All right, so here we go. Miles Walton stepping up to the plate. Right-hander, first at bat, walked, thrown out at second base on a fielder's choice. No official at bats yet, and take that first pitch on the inside for a strike. So Miles Walton at a Sac State, local product. Next pitch taken in the outside batter's box for a ball, 1-1. Left fielder for the West Coast Kings. Not sure how many games they've played so far because they don't have anything up on the point streak. But that pitch was taken outside for a ball. Two balls and one strike here in the top of the fourth inning. Fouled off out of play over the Brick and Barrel backyard. That is right now just jumping. There's a line that's wrapping all the way over to the dugout. That means they are busy. And that's what we like to see. There's a couple people over at the Beer Here sign too. This one is wrapped out into left field for a base hit. Miles Walton with a clean single in between Grant and Chamizo over there on the left side. So he will reach base, bringing up Ivor Vertulfo. So Ivor coming in, reached on the fielder's choice, then thrown out, caught stealing. Landon Marchetti, looks like the pitcher may be warming up out there for the West Coast Kings. We'll find out exactly if that's him, but there's a little lazy pop fly over to Grantham. He stands under it, puts that one away for the first out of the inning. Little shallow fly out to the second baseman. Like to give a shout out to all my friends and family out there listening, and stop texting me. That's all I'm going to say. Just stop texting me. Back to the ball game here. One down in the top of the fourth. Oh, there's a shot out in the left field. That's going to get down and probably all the way to the fence. It sure does. Rounding second is Walton. He's heading to third. They're waving him home. Now they throw up the stop sign, throw behind him, put the tag on him, and he is out. Miles Walton thrown out at third base. Caleb Morant with the double, but unfortunately, thrown out at third base is Miles Walton. Great relay out there from Malone to Chamizo to Grant, and just threw behind the runner there, and he didn't get the stop sign quick enough, didn't see it. As soon as he saw it, he stopped, turned around, and the ball was waiting there for him, and the tag was applied. 2 down here in the top of the fourth. Beautiful play by the Potters. First pitch to Casas Wu, fouled out of play for a ball, or for a strike. You can't foul off a ball for a ball. You can't. It's impossible. I played this game, and I know you can't do that. 0-1 is the count on Casas Wu. Here's the pitch. There's a high fly ball lifted out. Zach Malone camped underneath it, waiting for it to come down, and does. So fly out to left field. We'll end the inning, and the Potters coming up in the bottom of the fourth lead this game 1-0.
Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
We're just all enjoying the rock-off right now. I mean, I didn't want to come back too soon. I wanted to let everybody see, hear, feel, get all the good feels from the rock-off. We got the Potters guys out there playing right now. I'm not sure exactly who we got out there. I can't really see. Oh, there we go. I got numbers now. I know what's going on out there. Kai Burdick out there. And I think, is that Eric Vassar? That might be Eric Vassar over there as well. Oh, Piper wins? But Piper didn't do anything. What did Piper do? You cannot allow Piper to win a game just because you don't want to give it to one of the players. That's not acceptable. Piper wins only via default. That's it, all right? And the big man with the big hat, I guess he's the winner. So another successful rock-off during the middle of the fourth inning. And now we're back to baseball. New pitcher on the mound, Landon Marichetti. Landon Marichetti on the mound for the West Coast Kings. Coming in relieving Liam Cavill after the 3 innings of work that he had. And he is going to face Luke Lavin, Tyler Garrity, and Brandon Grantham. First pitch is hit, lazy fly ball out to left field. Coming in is Walton, and he's able to make the catch. Fly out for Luke Lavin. To get things started here in the bottom of the fourth inning, bringing up Tyler Garrity. Garrity struck out at his first at-bat in the first inning. Looking to get things going here. Just looking at a few things. He had 3 hits in a game against Air Force April 18th, 2023. Playing for his college. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike. University of Kansas product. So next pitch is taken for a ball, 1-1. So playing for Kansas, he had a 3-hit game against Air Force. Also in that same game, 3 RBIs. 2-1 now to Garrity. Academic All-American or All Big 12 rookie team. He made his freshman year, so he's definitely got some accolades out there. Also played football and basketball. In 2019, 2A state championships. So Garrity's he's got some athletic skills, and he just takes a walk. So Garrity reaches base for his first time this evening. First walk issued by Landon Marichetti.
Okay, thank you.
And that's going to bring up Braden Grantham. Braden Grantham. Tried to say that too fast. Braden Grantham up there. 1 down here. Bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch to Braden is outside for a ball. Talk about some of the things that are coming up on the Potters schedule, which we'll talk about here in just a second. Next pitch is taken in there for a strike, 1-1. So the Stompers hit the road. They are playing in Sonoma again tomorrow, 6:05 first pitch there. And then Sunday, first pitch at noon in Healdsburg. This is a shot out into right field. That gets down for a base hit right in front of Aldridge. He picks it up. He's going to fire down to third because Garrity is trying to extend that all the way to third, and he makes it in there with a head first dive. So Garrity makes it all the way around to third base. Braden slides into second base, giving him a single, and he advances on the throw. So the Potters got a little bit of something brewing here with 1 down in the bottom of the fourth inning, bringing up Ben Romano. Chester, New Jersey kid, graduated from the Hun School. When he was there, he batted .431 and scored 23 runs. Found himself on the 2022 Northeast All-Regional team. Ben Romano steps in there for his second at-bat. Here it is. First pitch is down and low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. If he can get on, Zach Malone will follow him. And then back to the top of the order. 1-0 pitch down in the dirt for a ball. 2-0. So the Potters will be getting on the bus real early Sunday morning and heading up to Healdsburg for the first game against the rival Prune Packers. 2-0 pitch outside for a ball, 3-0. And Stones Radio Networks will be traveling with the team to make sure we get coverage of the Healdsburg game. Let everybody know now that since we haven't been there yet, we don't know if we'll be doing a radio only or video broadcast, so follow along to find out. 3-0 pitch taken down low for a ball, ball 4. So there's a 4-pitch walk to Ben Romano, reaching base safely for his first time, loading up the bases for the left fielder, Zach Malone. Zach Malone graduated with a 4.1 GPA. Won the Presidential Award, Wood Creek Commitment to Charter Award winner in 2022. And he's a guitar player. So what I'm reading here on Zach Malone's bio is he's a ladies' man. So Zach Malone getting ready to start his at-bat. Manager came out to have a quick talk with Marichetti after coming into relief for Liam Cavill, who went 3 innings. Gave up 3 hits, just the 1 run, which was earned. And had the 3 walks and the 3 strikeouts. First pitch to Zach Malone. Taken right in there, breaking ball, 71 miles an hour for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Bags are full of Potters right now. Malone trying to drive some in. A 1 pitch, hit right back up the middle, right to the pitcher. He goes to home for 1, fire down to first. And that one goes into the right field. And rounding the bases and clearing them are the Potters currently. So the out was Tyler Garrity was thrown out at home plate on the pitch, or on the throw by the pitcher. Zach Malone reached safely to first base on the sac bunt, which it wasn't a sac bunt, but we're going to put it down as a sacrifice. And that allowed Braden Grantham to come around and score, and Ben Romano to come around and score. Now the Potters lead this one 4-0. Or 3-0, excuse me. I just gave him an extra run. And they are checking down over at first base on Zach Malone as he was hauling down there to first base trying to beat that throw. First baseman Kasawu had to kind of throw his arm out into the lane trying to receive that ball. And unfortunately, Zach Malone ran right into him. And so now they're just checking on everybody, making sure everything's okay. I also know that there might be a situation of interference that somebody might be talking about here. I can see the catcher, Rios, talking to the umpire right now, talking about was there any interference that happened there. I do not believe so. The ball took the first baseman into the path, and that's just the way that played out. So Potter scored 2 runs on that error on the West Coast Kings. And with 2 outs, first pitch to Zach Chamizo. It's taken in the dirt for a ball. A lot of fun stuff happening right there. But you got Zach Malone over at first base and Zach Chamizo at the dish. The 1-0 pitch is fouled off to the screen. Never seen JP so spry. Look at him get that ball, fire it across the diamond. 1-1. Jack Grant on deck. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. This one is also fouled off, out of play, over towards the bounce houses and over the bounce houses, so nobody is in any danger. If I could yell at the kids that are trying to climb the fence right now, though, I would. And you can't let them back in. They've climbed the fence and they've gotten out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Taken outside for a ball. 2-2. This pitch fouled off. Just talking with Willie, just kind of working out some details. Yeah, the out was recorded at home when the pitcher fired down to home, and it was the catcher, Rios, that threw the ball into right field. 2-2. That gets past Rios, we were just talking about, and Zach Malone moves down to second base on the wild pitch. And that makes the count full to Zach Chamizo. Let's go. Willie says, let's go. Let's go. 3-2. A shot hit right in between first and second base. That's going to get out to the outfield. Aldridge is up with it. Here comes the runner at home. High throw is going to allow Malone to score, essentially standing up, and down to second base goes Zach Chamizo. And now the Potters lead this 4-0. So 3 runs put up here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Potters. And that's going to bring up Jack Grant. University of Arizona, if you may have heard Willie over the loudspeaker say. We've had quite a few great players coming out of the University of Arizona. And the best one that I know of is Matt Lundgren. So, yeah, he's the owner of the Potters, and he's my boss, so I'm telling you. He's the best one I've ever heard. First pitch is taken outside for a ball. 1-0 to Jack Grant. Marichetti, lefty on the mound for the West Coast Kings. Delivers down in the dirt for a ball. 2-0. Got Chamizo out at second base, dancing around. Not currently being held on by anybody. Wheeler shading over towards second base, but he's faking it. Here's the 2-0. Down in the dirt, ball 3 gets away from the catcher Rios, and down to third base goes Zach Chamizo. So advancing on the wild pitch is Zach Chamizo, now in scoring position with 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. On deck, Aiden Isola, first baseman for your Potters tonight. But right now, Marichetti and Jack Grant. And that pitch is taken in their first strike. Jack probably taken all the way right there. Got a couple pitches to play with right here. 3-1. Swung at that off-speed pitch, 73-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Strike 2. See, Jack's not happy with himself, taking a little walk around, taking some inventory. He's back in there now, and he's ready to go. 3-2. This one's hit out to shortstop, picked up by Scott. Thrown all the way across the diamond and in time to get him at first base. And that will retire the Potters in the 4th, but not before scoring 3, extending their lead to 4-0 Potters.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport. Lincoln Area Archives Museum is the official partner of the Potters 100th anniversary season. The museum is located just around the corner in Bierman Plaza in the center of the old historic district. Plan your visit and learn about early Lincoln history.
Lincoln Potters baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hope you guys are enjoying all that fighting during the half innings. I enjoyed a restroom break. And I had Gorgeous DeGeorgeson right behind me on standby just in case I didn't make it back. I mean, were you excited? He was about to, I mean, I think he's going to quit his job and become a radio broadcaster, right? He's just going to come take the mic from me. Uh-oh, there might be a fight brewing in the press box. But until we get that fight started, we'll get back to baseball here. Levi Sotomayor out again for his 5th inning of work. talking about some of the things upcoming for the Potters. Let's go to the go down to the weekly calendar and see what's going on. Take a look at the Potters schedule. They've got the Stompers, like we stated, on the 10th. And slide that over a little bit, buddy. That image, just slide it over a little bit so I can see the whole image. There we go. And then got the Packers on the 11th. Potters always off on Mondays, and then we return for a good matchup. The Packers back in Lincoln to take on the Potters on the 13th. And back and forth affair with the Packers. And then on the 17th, we'll be having fireworks here in McBean. So those are the things that are coming up. Go get your tickets, LincolnPotters.com. Go get them right now. And we'll see you out here at the Bean. But right now, Elijah Scott, the shortstop for the West Coast Kings, is coming up. More action in the bullpen for the Kings. We'll be looking down there shortly to see who's warming up out there. But for right now, Levi Sotomayor on the mound for his 5th inning of work. First pitch is taken high and outside for a ball. Sotomayor, 66 pitches on the evening so far. The lefty sets and delivers. This one's fouled off out of play to the right. A little bit of action going on in the Potters bullpen as well. We'll effort all of that information for you as we can. The lefty facing the righty. Next pitch is taken high and outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. We got the 5th inning here, and after this at bat, I want to fire up a phone call if I can. I want to bring in somebody. In fact, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit that button. I want to bring in one of the tremendous coaches from the Lincoln Potters, Mike Margema. Mike, are you there?
Stonesy, you there, man?
Excellent. Yes. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Is it not a beautiful night at the ballpark tonight? I mean, this atmosphere. We got guys fighting each other in costumes. I mean, or not even in costumes, right? They're in full gear. This is incredible. I mean, you know what's cool though is you see the boys come out. You even see the other team. You see the fans getting into it, and the phones are coming out. I mean, I keep saying this. I think college summer ball is probably the most authentic the game still is in terms of just the fun, the atmosphere. It's incredible. So
absolutely, it's as real as baseball can get in the summer with this collegiate league.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Toss over to first to get by the first baseman. On to second base goes Elijah Scott. He's going to get there, turning and burning for third, and he's going to make it there no problem. So, unfortunately, a little bit of an error by Levi, getting that overthrow over to first base, and no worse for wear. You guys have got a 4-0 lead right here. What do you think about a situation like that? You know, you don't anticipate, getting a runner on like that and then making an error. What do you tell a guy like Levi right now to just calm him down?
Yeah, so right now it's just about minimizing, right? So, as the game goes on, one thing that we always say in the game is just counting your outs down.
Correct.
Okay, here's
little
the play.
Fly ball out there to left field. Zach Malone underneath it, camped it. He's got it. They're tagging. He's running. You know he's not going. That's too close. An excellent job by Malone to get that ball in.
Great throw right there. Really easy to get excited and let it sail on you, especially when we have this turf right here, giving your catcher a chance. So keeping the ball down, if he does go, that's great. If not, we're not throwing it up the backstop or something like that, trying to do something too much. So that was a great throw right there by Zach. Long way to cover to get that, to gather himself and make a good throw right there. So that was awesome.
Absolutely. Do you talk, and we'll talk a little bit more about this after this first pitch here. High and outside. Do you actually talk with your outfielders and your infielders about utilizing the turf?
100%.
I can't imagine it gets talked about too much because in Little League and as you're moving up, there's not a lot of turf fields. But once you get to this level, you find that you play on a lot of artificial stuff.
Yeah, I think the situation of the game starts to do it. You'll see the other night. Let's see here. Breaking ball. Good pitch.
Yes.
Good pitch.
74-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Looking good.
Good pitch. Yeah, I think, Trey made a play down the line the other day, and normally, you want to get up and just take a fire. And, sometimes you can just flick it down there and just, one hop and give your first baseman a chance. So, we talk about it all the time. You don't have to be perfect. We talk about pitching. I think in this situation for Levi, and we'll kind of transition over to kind of him on the mound right now, is you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to make the perfect pitch. It's just about making a good pitch.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we talk about the turf too, is just you don't have to be gunning everything. Is use it to your advantage in situations.
Absolutely. I mean, it's there for you, right? You just got to learn how to use it. That's the key.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I know I was listening to we'll have some activity come in the bullpen here. Really excited. We have Noah Madsen, who is a high school senior here. Went to Wood Creek High School. And he is committed to the University of Nebraska, so he is going to head out there in July. So we're excited. We're gonna have him out here for an inning or two. Brock's going to go out here, and a lot of this is a conversation.
Yeah, tell us about the conversation. I want to know. Let's get inside of the mind of the pitching coach right here, because we don't have anybody mic'd up. So if you're Brock right now, when you're walking out, what are you saying?
Okay, so this right here, this visit is to actually give Noah Madsen some time to get loose. So in this situation, Levi didn't throw that much this year at City College. He actually played first base.
Okay.
And so he's getting his innings. He's building back some innings on the mound, doing a great job. He's actually just getting back into town, so this was his first day back. But this is really to buy some time. We're going to wait till Shorty gets out there. He's going to go out there and get Brock, right? But this is more of just getting some time where Noah can start getting loose. He's also going out there to remind Levi that we're one pitch away right here. Runners on first and third. Just make a good pitch, get a ground ball. We have really excited to have Jack Grant back playing third base here.
Yes.
University of Arizona guy. We've got Chamizo at short. Braden at second. We've got a talented infield here. So really it's just making the pitch and getting yourself a ground ball here and getting out of the inning. But, yeah, this is one. You'll see Brock looking down to the bullpen right now just to kind of see where things are at too. So, it's dual purpose to remind him, regather, get yourself a ground ball, get out of the inning, and then also give our guys some time to start getting loose.
There you go. Listen, folks, this is not the insight that you'll get anywhere else other than the Stones Radio Network's broadcast here in Lincoln, California. We've got Mike Margema right now on the line, professional baseball player. Let's just put it out there. People need to remember you were a pro.
Yeah.
And you're bringing the professionalism to Lincoln, aren't you?
Yeah, that's our motto this year, right? Be a pro. There's a ground ball. It's a tough one.
I'm going to let you call it. You call it.
Yeah, it's a good one. He's going to third. Ben, now this is a tough one right here. So in this situation right here, so the throw comes high right there from Ben going to third. One of the issues that we have right there is now when the throw goes high, the batter now reads the ball go high. He's going to trail and go to second. One of the issues we have is now the double play is no longer in order.
Yeah.
So one of the issues, we're going to be able to talk through this. We're going to make a change here.
Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. If you don't mind, hang out with us. Yep. We're going to pay all of our bills first. We'll come back. We'll talk to you in just a bit.
Perfect.
Mike Margema with us on Stones Radio Network. Now the Potters are up 4-1. We'll be right back.
Have you ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
We're back here to the broadcast, and we're going to effort to bring back in the coach, Mike Margema. How you doing, Mike?
Hey,
you
know,
there?
oh man, this is great. I haven't got to see Noah throw in a while, so he's going to have a little sneaky fastball here, it looks like, out of that arm. So I'm excited to see what he brings. And, you know, what's awesome about this, Stones, is we have an opportunity to see a local kid here, you know, in front of a good atmosphere and a good crowd and get a chance to pitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, how can you not like that?
No,
so it's awesome.
It's baseball.
Awesome.
We love it. And these are the things about baseball I think we all love more than anything.
Without a doubt. Hey, really quickly, I want to give a shout-out to Eli Garcia.
Yes.
He just got the head coaching job at Roseville High School.
Yes, he did.
So shout out to Eli Garcia, local Lincoln guy, Potter legend, picking up the head coaching job. I'm about to lead the program there at Roseville High School. So
absolutely. Huge
big shout out to him, and that's incredible. That's incredible to show the Potters continuing to affect baseball here locally.
Making the mayor, Ray Garcia, extremely proud papa, that's for sure.
Ain't that the truth? Hey, and I got someone for you here. I want you to I got Cade Sanchez here, who's having an absolutely incredible start to the summer here, and I'm going to throw this right on over. I'm going to give the headset over to Cade.
Sounds good.
We'll get him in here for you.
Thank you, buddy. Let's do this. 1-1 right now is the count. That pitch is taken outside and low for ball. 2-1. I'm pleased to be speaking with Cade Sanchez. Cade, how you doing, buddy?
How's it going, sir?
Excellent, man. You are absolutely having a wonderful summer so far out here. How's it feel to be out here right now?
Oh, it's great, man. The fans here are crazy. It's nothing I've ever had before, so I enjoy it a lot.
Different than any of the other experiences that you've had in the past?
Oh, totally.
What would you say would be the biggest difference?
The fans.
The fans, okay. All right.
Man.
I dig it, man. I mean, we try to bring out the crowds, don't we?
Yes, sir.
3-1. This is a hit out into left field. Malone heading back. This is all the way to the wall. He looks up, and it is gone. Home run, 3-run homer for Xavier Rios, and that ties this game at 4. Wow. Well,
nice.
Hey, Cade, you come on and they give up a homer. I'm not sure what we should be doing here, huh?
I might need to leave.
That's all right. That's just what it is. Noah Madsen coming out here for his first appearance as a Potter. First appearance kind of at this level. He's pumping in fastballs. What do you expect, right?
Right, yeah.
So tell us some more about yourself, Cade. You're here now in Lincoln. Where did you come from, and what are you expecting to do while you're out here in Lincoln?
Right, yeah. I came from Houston, Texas.
Another shot out in the left field, but that's going to stay in the yard. Zach Malone's going to camp underneath that one. Put that one away for the second out of the inning. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, I'm from Houston, Texas, and I just got done doing my 2 years at junior college, Hill College. And so I'm going to Texas A&M Corpus Christi for my last 2 years.
All right.
Yep.
Excited?
Yeah, for sure.
So
what
division, what league and division are the Texas A&M teams playing?
Texas A&M Division I.
Okay.
We're in the Southland, and so we play a lot of teams in the South and Louisiana.
So a lot of good competition, needless to say, out there, right?
Right.
All right. Well, you're just going to get better and better, and I hope you have a great time out here in Lincoln, and I hope we're able to show you the time of your life while you're out here because we want you back next year.
That's right. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, brother. Well, we appreciate talking to you, and go ahead and pass those headphones on down. I mean, I'll take anybody at this point.
All right.
Thanks, Cade. We appreciate it. Nice talking to you. Hey, that's the third out of the inning. Noah's able to get out of that one, and that's going to end the top of the fifth for the Potters, but now the Potters are tied 4-4.
It's all you.
No, I insist.
It's your turn.
Nope, I think it's your turn.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go.
I appreciate your appreciation. It fills me.
Safe drivers save money with Farmers.
Just for driving safely?
It's a Farmers policy perk. Get Farmers and you can get a safe driver discount simply for having a clean driving record for 3 years.
Come on.
After you.
After you.
Safety first.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
Being in the market for a new home comes with more than just buying a property. It is finding the right house in the right neighborhood in the right community. Since 2005, Lori, with Frey & Associates Real Estate, has lived and worked as a real estate broker in Lincoln. She is passionate about local organizations and volunteers with them as well.
She's knowledgeable. She knows, she asks a lot of questions. She gets things done.
We still learn a lot from Lori, and she's very helpful, very positive, and has been wonderful, wonderful broker.
We at Frayne Associates are your local hometown realtor, and we are here for you.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. We're now here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and we are going to do this. I'm making it the 5th inning because I'm running the show today. So I'm just saying, you know what? Let's have the most fun we could possibly have. Mike Margema, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes.
I'm back. You know what? Isn't Cade such a good kid, man?
He really is,
Isn't
man.
He a good kid? It's awesome. You know what's cool, Stones, is this team. We have, we had a big win last night. I think, hopefully people were able to kind of, see that.
We've been talking about it.
Yeah, it's just incredible. So it just goes what a cool team we are. Little change up right there.
Little change up for Marachetti for a strike, getting us started here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Got Aiden Isola out there.
Yeah, we're approach, a lefty like this. Doesn't have, too much to overpower. Got a, snuck a fastball by him right there. It's just, when we see the ball up and out over the plate, the changeup's going to die off. Have a little slider. He tries to go under a breaking ball. So just seeing the ball up and out over the plate and trying to get a good swing. Next
pitch is in there. Nice little breaking ball, but outside for a ball. 1-2. 70. He's sitting 71, 74 with his off-speed stuff, and about 83, 85. This is actually really good speeds for these guys to be hitting right now, huh?
Yeah. And one thing offensively is we talked, a little bit right before the, I believe it was the 4th inning there was, these guys is, I think a lot of people, we start to roll out, but 15 innings, tough late night, bus ride back from Sonoma. Oh, that's a good swing.
There's a nice,
just missed it.
Lazy fly ball out in the center field. Though Taylor's going to be camped under that. Just missed that one. Yeah. Got the bottom of the ball, but
he did.
First out of the inning.
Yeah, and just kind of, continue on that, late bus ride back. And so I think for the first few innings, it's hard offensively. It's kind of like you almost just are rolling through the game, and it's really hard to be purposeful. And, now it's just like we just had to regroup a little bit. And, we guys putting good at-bats, Ty going first to third right there.
That was big.
Braden following them, those type of little things that, they help win you ball games.
Absolutely, they do.
Yeah.
First pitch outside for a ball.
Yeah, really excited about Brock. These two actually right here, Brock Rudy here, Hawaii, and then we got Luke Lavin who just got in, just drove.
Oh, here's another fly ball in the center field. This is going to be tough, but it looks actually shallow enough for Wheeler to get down there, and he's able to camp underneath that one, put that one out for out number 2. Hopefully this isn't too quick of an inning because, like I said, I wanted to give you the whole 5th, buddy.
Let's just go the whole thing, man. Let's just go the whole thing. It's fun. It's I'm really excited to see. We got some guys out there. Jack's in the lineup 3rd. We got Luke here behind the plate. So it's really cool. Chase Jans just got in. He did. So he's here in the dugout all dressed out. And, he had a few SportsCenter top 10s out in left field for Kansas this year.
He did.
So, it's – got him with the fastball right there. So this is a left-on-left matchup, which is actually pretty good. So people don't realize is, when people talk about left-on-left or right-on-right, the main thing is so the breaking ball is going to move away from the left-handed hitter here.
Which is more natural for them.
Correct. So that's why when people talk about matchups like left-on-left or anything like that is, a lefty is almost throwing from somewhat behind you, right?
Yeah.
So as you're opened up a little bit. So when you see guys in the big leagues and you're talking about matchups and left-on-left and, being able to throw a slider or a breaking ball, it moves away from a guy. That tends to be why guys would have a matchup or why they play matchups.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate that. A lot of people out there, don't know that stuff. A little weak ground ball over to Wheeler. He's going to put him out at first.
Quick one, Stonesy. Quick one.
This has been an absolute blast, though, man. I really appreciate you. Thanks for jumping on last night. Thank you for jumping on tonight. And go get him, Coach. We appreciate you.
We'll get you guys another win here.
Absolutely. That's Coach Mike Margema, and we'll be back with more on the Potters game right after this on the Stones Radio Networks.
The mouth-watering Big Mac with a savory Filet-O-Fish and a tasty McChicken. My goodness, that looks good. Oh, you're making a McDonald's menu hack. Yes, a land, air, and sea. Oh, it's going to tip over. No, it's good. It's good. Very stable. Order the land, air, and sea by name. Build it by hand.
Placer Valley Tourism. Our mission is to increase the health of the hotel industry through occupancy and average daily rate in Roseville, Rockland, and Lincoln. proud partner of the Potters in the 2023 West Coast World Series Tournament from August 8th to 11th.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Well, we are here for the 6th inning, and top of the 6th is going to start with Noah Madison on for his 2nd inning of work. Came in last inning and gave up the big fly, unfortunately, to tie the game 4-4. But as Coach Margema was saying, you know, this is his first opportunity to actually get out here and swing with the big boys and do all this stuff. And all you can ask for him is to come out here, throw strikes, stay in the zone, and do the best he can. And he's out here giving us all he's got. Came in relief of Levi Sotomayor. Looks like we have a pinch hitter, number 11. 11 would be T. Aldridge. T. Aldridge, which would be Ty Aldridge. Ty Aldridge coming in for Morant. Batting for Morant, the DH. First pitch he sees is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Next pitch, taken for a ball, 1-1. It was really nice to have Coach Margema on. Got to talk with Cade Sanchez as well. It's really nice to have that ability. Next pitch by Madison is outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Got the junior Zebras out here raising money. Looks like they're actually doing pretty well. They're intimidating in their football jerseys. They're intimidating you to give them money. 2-2. Here's the pitch. This is dribbled over to third base. It's foul. Third base coach for the West Coast Kings makes a nice play. Stays at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled off at the plate. Doesn't go anywhere. Luke Lavin picks that one up. All of a sudden, I've got the hiccups. And, you know, as a broadcaster, you're not supposed to have that. So watch. I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of them. Just pretend like you don't have them. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Madison delivers. This one is hit out just over Grant's head into left field. Malone out there to pick that one up, get that back into the infield, hold Morant to a single. Aldridge to a single, came in. It's going to bring up Casaswu, the first baseman for the West Coast Kings. They were able to get right back in this game in the last half an inning, putting up 4 on the board. And we have a 4-4 game here in the 6th. First pitch taken outside for a ball. No balls and 1 strike. So Aldridge over at first base. Ethan Casaswu walked his first at bat. Now he's up here and fouls this one out of play. 1-1 is the count. Ethan out of the College of San Mateo. Right-handed batter. Slightly open stance. Noah checking on the runner at first base. Out of the stretch and delivers. Outside in the dirt for a ball. 1-1. 2-1, excuse me. Still a little bit of activity in the bullpen, but nothing real stern. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, taken down low for a ball. 3-1 to Casaswu. Just some light stretching happening in the Potters bullpen. A couple of guys just playing catch. Looks like they're showing each other their knuckleballs over in the West Coast Kings. That one's taken over the outside part of the plate for strike 2 to get that to a 3-2 count on Casaswu. Following him would be Elijah Scott, the shortstop for the West Coast Kings. Checking on Aldridge over at first, and he delivers. Swinging, unable to be held on by Luke Lavin behind the dish. So it stays 3-2. Dueling dogs, dog batter. Getting yipped and yapped at right now. Sick the dogs on him, as we say. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. This one's lifted high into left field. Zach Malone is over there. Running, diving, and making the catch over in the bullpen. Excellent play by Zach Malone in left field, going all the way to the bullpen, stumbling on the mound, and making the catch. So one down here, top of the 6th inning. That's going to bring up Elijah Scott. I mean, we're going to have to talk to Malone here. I mean, that was a beautiful catch out there. Not easy to do where he was playing. He was playing at least 100 yards off, or 100 feet off the line. First pitch by Noah Madison's in there for a strike to Elijah Scott, the shortstop. Aldridge takes off, comes up. Lavin throws down to second base, not going to get him. Aldridge steals that one, no problem. It's a good throw by Luke behind the dish, just not, it was an 81-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch, just not enough juice behind that pitch to exchange and get it down to second to get the out. But you got a 1-1 count here on Elijah Scott. Runner at second now. Here's the pitch by Noah. In the dirt, blocked by Luke Lavin. Yeah, so Mike Margema beat me to the punch on that one. I had it written down for a little bit later on in the evening, but Elijah Garcia, congratulations. Okay, all the Garcias are just a wonderful family, and now we've got head coaches over at Roseville. We get, they're doing private as a team. They're doing private lessons, all kinds of stuff. Just tremendous. So congratulations to you guys. I'm very, very proud of you from Lincoln. 2-2. Fouled off to the screen. Keep it at 2-2. On deck, Chase Taylor, center fielder for the West Coast Kings. The lines, it's still there. It's falling down a little bit at the backyard, but it's still there. There's a shot over to second base. Grantham up with it. Fires over to first base to Isola for the out. 2 down here, but that allows Aldridge to get over to third base. And that will bring up Chase Taylor. Chase Taylor's been up 3 times tonight. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third. Stranded out at second base. Also struck out. Fly out to left field. First pitch that he sees is right down the middle. Right down Lincoln Boulevard for a strike. Madsen in his groove now. This one's fouled off to the screen. 0-2. I know Madsen hasn't thrown 104 pitches, so we'll reset the pitch count, and we'll get you an accurate pitch count from our scorekeepers after this inning. Here comes the 0-2. High and outside for a ball, 1-2. If Chase Taylor can get on here, set it up for Ryan Wheeler. But right now, he's ahead in the count, 1-2. That last pitch, 70-mile-an-hour curveball. And we have West Coast Kings and Potters coming together right behind the dugout trying to get the foul ball. Love it. Summer baseball. Pitch is taken high for a ball, 2-2. Chase Taylor, wearing the number 17, flies this out to left field, and guess who's over there? Right at the same spot, Malone puts that one away right on top of the bullpen mound, and that ends 5.5 right here in Lincoln, and we have a tie score, 4-4.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food in downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old Town Pizza, a proud sponsor of your Potters baseball, will deliver you a slice that you won't soon forget. Come see why they've been voted the best of the best 12 straight years. Visit otpizza.net to get yours today. But don't take it from me.
I think Old Town Pizza should be expanded through the state or even through the country because it's so delicious.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Coming out and join the fun. Lincoln Potters Baseball. Hit them up. LincolnPotters.com right now. You got to go over there, get your tickets, come out and catch a game. Got all kinds of fun stuff coming up in the near future here in Lincoln. And we always got some kind of fireworks too. So go find yourself some tickets for the fireworks night. Come out here, enjoy yourself some summer baseball right here in Lincoln, California. Back for the bottom of the sixth inning with Tyler Garrity leading off with Braden Grantham following and Ben Romano. First pitch is popped up over to the right side. Casa Wu underneath it, calling off Wheeler and makes the catch for the first out. So a lazy fly ball over to first baseman for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Braden Grantham. Braden has struck out and doubled and scored in this. He is 1 for 2 so far tonight. San Diego product, right-handed batter facing the left-hander Landon Marchetti. He's thrown 39 pitches so far in his innings of relief. First pitch that he sees is outside on the corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Lefty out of the stretch with nobody on. Delivers that one low for a ball, 1-1. Ben Romano on deck. Unless we get a pinch hitter, but right now it looks like Ben Romano. Next pitch is swung through, strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Grantham. Braden out of Mesa, Arizona, University of San Diego, as I said. Freshman. I've got my super assistant, Maya Duncan, here, who's got a whole bunch of friends at University of San Diego, so maybe they might know him. 1-2 pitch. Swing and strike 3. Could not hold up on that breaking ball, nor could he catch up to it. Strikeout of Braden Grantham, and that's going to bring up Ben Romano. Ben Romano playing right field for the Potters tonight. Struck out in the second. Drew a walk in the fourth and came around to score. 0 for 1 officially on the night. First pitch to him, taken down low for a ball. Still got the same 2 guys out there showing off their knuckleballs over in the West Coast Kings bullpen. Next pitch taken up high for a ball, 1-1. Nothing brewing in the Potters bullpen. Don't forget tomorrow to search out the Stompers broadcast and catch the Potters and Stompers back in Sonoma tomorrow night at 6:05. 3-0 now to Ben Romano. The reason why I say search out the Stompers broadcast is there will not be any Stones Radio Network's broadcast tomorrow night. 3-0. Outside for a ball. 4-pitch walk to Ben Romano. Second time he's reached base tonight. That's going to bring up Zach Malone, the guy who's been as busy as anybody in this game, chasing down everything out there in left field. So, yes, there won't be a Stones Radio Network's broadcast of the game tomorrow night, and there's the only reason that would ever happen, as you guys should well know, is a national holiday or something along those lines. And, yes, it is Phantom's birthday tomorrow, so that's what we are doing. We are having a big party for Phantom, so there will be no Stones Radio Network's broadcast. However, we will be on the bus to get up to Healdsburg on Sunday morning. So make sure you tune in for that one Sunday at noon on Stones Radio Networks. First 2 pitches, 1 ball, 1 strike to Zach Malone. Ben Romano leading off of first, not very far, being held on by Casavu. Fly ball into left field. This is heading towards foul territory, but Walton's all the way over there, and Walton makes a catch in the bullpen. 2 outs, 3 outs, and that's it. That brings the 6th inning to a close, where the Potters and the Kings are tied at 4.
It begins on the farm, where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. Where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
The camera work is exceptional right now as Riley Duncan working the cameras, pushing all the buttons for you guys out there. Hopefully all the pictures are coming through crystal clear. And you're all enjoying the combat knights beating each other silly with this medieval material that they have. It's quite fun, isn't it? What I love about it is if you look out, I mean, and you can't see this right now, I can. You got the entire Potters bench out on the field watching, the entire team. And then you look over at the West Coast Kings, and they're all up on the railing, and they're watching too. And they can't get enough of this. This is entertainment for the whole family, okay? LincolnPotters.com. Get your tickets. Do it now. Come out here. Join me in all this fun and all the fun stuff we do. I was going to say something else, but we're not going to. We are now into the 7th inning. And looking out there, we still have Noah Madison. And I think it's Noah Madsen. It's Noah Madsen. Is that correct? Yeah. I gave him the extra I in there, but it's Noah Madsen out on the mound for his 3rd inning of work, coming in relief of Levi Sotomayor, who pitched really, really well tonight. But now he's able to get his warm-up tosses in. And got all kinds of fun stuff happening out here. The berm out there's got at least 75 people on it, the grassy knoll, as it's called by some folks in the business. They're bouncing. The bounce house has not stopped rocking since we've been here. Slowly but surely, the line is getting smaller and smaller out there. And that was interesting. The camera just went woo. So, but yeah, the line slowly built, and there's a reason why. It's the 7th inning. So you folks out here, if you're listening and you're watching the game right now, you only got another this inning. Got to go out there and get your beers now. Otherwise, it ends at the end of the 7th. Madison back out there. Madsen back out there for his third inning of work, and he's going to face Ryan Wheeler, Shane Aldridge, and Xavier Rios. 2, 3, and 4 for the West Coast Kings. Some serious activity now in the West Coast Kings bullpen. They're not just playing, they're actually pitching. And Madsen's first pitch down low for a ball. I'm going to send a shout out to my engineers and my assistants here. This ball is hit right up the middle and through for a base hit. Ryan Wheeler with a single. First hit of the evening for Wheeler. Third time he's reached base, though. Had walk and a hit by pitch earlier in the game. And now he's on for Shane Aldridge. So, yeah, shout out to my my producer, engineer, and my assistant out here. The Duncan family clan has come to take over broadcasting duties here at McBean, and they are super helpful and helping me out getting this job done. So I just want to say thank you guys while you're here. First pitch down to Aldridge, down and low for a ball. 1-0. Kind of a, lifelong dream of mine to work with my kids, and now I'm doing it. It's pretty fun. Next pitch is a strike, swing and strike, 1-1. And now I'll stop talking about that because I don't really like the way they're looking at me right now. 1-1. Shane Aldridge. That breaking ball, 73 miles an hour, just a little shy of home plate for a ball. 2-1. Levin had a bit of an issue picking that one up with the bare hand. But everybody's set and ready to go now. Here comes the 2-1 pitch by Madsen. Swing, strike 2. Pulled the string on that one. Dropped into changeup on his hands. Couldn't catch up to it. Couldn't find it. Even the count at 2-2. Nobody down here. Top of the 7th. This one is roped into right field for a base hit. Ben Romano picks it up, fires it across the diamond, but unable to get Wheeler hauling over to third base. Single for Shane Aldridge. Runners at first and third, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. That's going to bring up Xavier Rios. Cleanup hitter for the West Coast Kings tonight. Also the catcher. Hit the big fly in the 5th inning to put all those runs up on the board for the Kings. Not all of them, but most of them. Beautiful curveball, catching the outside part of the plate for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Madsen checking on the runner at first, but definitely pitching from the stretch here. Throws another breaking ball right in there for strike 2, 0-2. Rios in a quick hole. And Madsen ready to go right away. Here's the 0-2. Tries to catch the outside part of the plate just off the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got some warm-ups in the Potter's pen. Can't really tell yet. That's okay. We'll figure that out later. Right now it's Madsen time. This pitch is taken outside for a ball. Great play by Luke Lavin to block that ball. But on the block, Shane Aldridge heads down to second base. He scored a wild pitch in the book. But it was an excellent job by Luke Lavin behind the dish to keep that in front of him and keep the runner at third, Ryan Wheeler, from going anywhere. Potters are in trouble here, though, in the top of the 7th inning. Nobody out with runners on second and third. 2-2 count to Rios. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt for a ball, 3-2. While I try my Kona Island seltzer that you can get out of the ballpark anytime you come out. 3-2 in the dirt. Xavier Rios walks, and that loads up the bases for Miles Walton. And we're going to have JP coming out, so we may be having a pitching change, and we will effort the information of the new pitcher right after this on Stone's Radio Networks.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
It begins on the farm, where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. Where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Back here in Lincoln right now, we got Miles Walton up. New pitcher on the mound, Drake Bicknell for the Potters. Big right-hander wearing number 26. First pitch that he throws right over the outside part of the plate for a strike. And I think he may have crossed up Luke Lavin because he walks out there and they're going to have a quick conversation. Don't like the way that worked out. The big right-hander, 5'11", 190 out of El Dorado Hills, California. Folsom Lake College. Making his appearance here for the Potters. Top of the 7th inning, and he's in a precarious situation because he's got the bases loaded and nobody out. Dealing from the stretch. Here's his pitch to Walton, and this one's hit right to Chamizo. Chamizo underhands it over to second for one, over to first. 2. Double play. They'll give up the run to get the double play, but Miles Walton hits into the 6-4-3 double play. And Ryan Wheeler scores, but that kills Aldridge out on the base paths and Rios on the base paths. So now there's 2 down here. And the batter is Ivor Vertulfo. He's up for his fourth at-bat. Excuse me, his third at-bat of the... No, fourth at-bat. I had it right. Fielder's choice in the first. Caught stealing. Popped out to the second baseman. Flew out to center field. 0-2. First pitch, or next pitch fouled off to the screen. 1-1. 1-1. So Drake Bicknell, big right-hander for the Potters, dealing out of the stretch. Throws down in the dirt for a ball. 2-1. Luke Lavin behind the dish for the Potters tonight with that runner down there on third. And the Potters now trailing 5-4. Definitely needs to do everything he can to keep that ball in front of him in the dirt. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. This one's hit out to third base. Backing up is Jack Grant. Picks it up, fires across the diamond, and scooped out by Isola for the third out of the inning. Beautiful, beautiful play by Jack Grant to Aiden Isola, and the Potters are out of this one. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning now, where the Potters trail 5-4.
It begins on the farm, where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. Where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
We're back here in the bottom of the 7th inning, where the Potters currently trail the West Coast Kings 5-4. Got a new pitcher on the mound for the West Coast Kings, replacing Marchetti, and that will be number 20, C. Haven. And I will get that last name here in just a second. Looking for Carter Haven. So Carter Haven coming on to pitch for the West Coast Kings, and he will face the top of the lineup in Zach Chamizo, Jack Grant, Aiden Isola, 1, 2, 3 for the Lincoln Potters, trying to get things started here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And here we go. We are underway. First pitch to Zach Chamizo, taken down low for a ball, 1-0. Okay, you guys. 1 ball and no strikes to Zach Chamizo. Here's the pitch. Right over the outside part of the plate for a strike. 1-1. So Marchetti came in through 50 pitches when he was in there. Next pitch to Zach Chamizo, taking over the inside part of the plate for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Carter Haven coming in relief of Marchetti. And they cannot get their signs together, so he steps off, regroups, and he's back at it. Pitching out of the windup. The 1-2. Down low. Chamizo, did he hold up? Looked down at first base umpire, and they said, yes, he did. And that will even the count at 2-2. So 2-2. Haven was talking with the third baseman. Not sure what they were talking about, but here comes the 2-2 pitch. That was thrown down in the dirt for ball 3. 3-2. Looked like a little bit of an overthrow from Carter. But now, Zach Chamizo sitting 3-2. There's a pitch. Down in the dirt for a ball. Ball 4. Zach draws a walk. First walk issued by Haven. And first walk that Zach has drawn tonight. It's going to bring up Jack Grant. Big Jack Grant singled and scored in the first inning. Walked in the third inning. And then into the 4-3 putout in the 5th. 1 for 2 on the evening. Playing third base for the Potters. Next pitch is taken low and outside for a ball, 82 miles an hour. Carter Haven, as he throws, loses his hat a little bit. Remember in the West Coast World Series, we had one of those guys that every time he tossed, he lost his hat. I think John Alcar lost his hat a whole bunch of times, too, when he was pitching. So, we've seen that in the past. Here comes the 0-1. This one is driven way, way deep to left field and foul. Jack Grant way in front of that one, but he hit that one on the screws. On the pitch, Zach Chamiza was taken off, breaking for second. Has to saunter back over to first base. Now everybody is reset, and here we go for our 1-1 pitch. Off-speed breaking ball, taking over the inside part of the plate for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Aiden Isola down there with a bat in his hand. But here comes the 1-2. Taking off the outside part of the plate for a ball 3. Or 2-2. So Haven's checking the runner over there at first base. Chamizo's not too far off. He decides to toss over there anyway. A lot of times you're tossing over to first base because you're just not confident in the pitch you're about to throw. So that may be the situation. It may not be the situation here. But he tosses over again. Chamizo was about the same distance off, so no harm, no foul. But we have a 2-2 count on Jack Grant. Looking to get the Potters back up. Fouled off to the screen. Stays 2-2. Been quite a fun country night here at the McBean Memorial Stadium. Been a lot of country fans out here. Cowboy boots, country hats, all that kind of stuff. Having a good old time here at the Bean. 2-2. This is a lazy pop fly, and that's going to get out of play just behind us here. So we will return to the 2-ball, 2-strike count. While I'm staring at a beautiful Fat Cat hot dog staring right at my face, but I can't eat it because I'm broadcasting. Ugh. And that 2-2 pitch, that hits Jack Grant right in the middle of the back. He's going to take his base. A little worse for wear, but I'm sure he won't mind getting out there. Taking one for the team, as Jack Grant has been known to do in the past. And that's going to bring up Aiden Isola. Aiden walking up to take his at-bat. Playing first base for the Potters tonight. He doubled in his first at-bat, walked in the third, and flew out to center field in the 5th. Looking at driving a run right here. In fact, he turns and bunts, and he's going to bunt the runners over. Third baseman can't even, he doesn't even pick up the ball. He whiffs on it. The throw back to third base to try to get Chamizo, and he's safe. Everybody is safe. Aiden Isola with a successful bunt, and he gets a single for that one, and that loads up the bases. That's a tough one right there because the third baseman, Vertulfo, he's coming in, and he's coming in quick. Puts the glove down to try to feel that ball and throw over to first base, and he just whiffed on it, went right underneath his glove, and kept rolling over to third. So the Potters have something brewing here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Brock Rudy, designated hitter for the Potters tonight. It's inside and low for a ball. Brock comes to us from the University of Hawaii. Want to know? And that hits Brock right in the front leg. And that's how you tie the game up. You take one for the team, Mr. Brock Rudy. Hit by pitch, takes him down to first base. Keeps the bases loaded. Zach Chamizo walks in. And now we have a tie ball game of 5-5 here in Lincoln. Luke Lavin, the catcher for the Potters tonight. He's done an excellent job behind the dish tonight. And he steps in there with the bases loaded and nobody out. Potters looking to make this a big inning. Something that the Potters couldn't do last night in their 15-run affair against Sonoma. Not until the 14th. Next pitch is fouled off over to the screen by the Potters dugout, 1-1. Potters and Stompers just kept tying each other. They put up 2 runs, we put up 2 runs. They put up a run, we put up a run. Kind of what's happening right here in Lincoln. 1-1 pitch, fouled off to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Potters are looking to put up a crooked number on the board. They got a straight one up there right now. Want to put up a crooked number. Extend their lead here. Getting into the later half of the game. From the windup, here's Carter's pitch, and that is swinging, strike 3. So Luke Lavin goes down on strikes. First out of the inning. That will bring up Tyler Garrity, center fielder for the Potters tonight. Seneca, California, and the University of Kansas. As told earlier, if you were listening to the broadcast in the 5th inning, Chase Jans, his partner in crime from the University of Kansas, is also now in the Potters dugout. And the first pitch to him is over the outside part of the plate for a strike. As the innings get a little bit later, that's when the voices from the Potters fans and the faithful come out. They did not like that call. Next pitch could not hold up, and they said he did hold up, 1-1. I mean, that's my guy, and I thought he swung. But we'll take it, 1-1 to Tyler Garrity. Braden Grantham is on deck. Next pitch, foul out of play. The parking lot Potters area. Parking lot Potters again hooked us up. Came through with this amazing wood fire pizza. I don't even know what was all on it, but it was garlicky and yummy, and I ate it, and it was good. They always take care of us up here. Love the parking lot Potters. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2. Garrity grinding out this at bat right here against Carter Haven. This one is hit over to third base, picked up, fired home, caught by the caught by the catcher for the force out. So no runs scored. And that's a fielder's choice for Garrity. And that means Isola's now moved up to third. Brock Rudy is over at second base. Now Tyler Garrity occupies first base. But Braden Grantham is now coming up to the dish. Big double in the 4th inning. Scored a run. And we will now have timeout being called as a ball gets out of the West Coast Kings bullpen. Rolls on down to the back. Right behind home plate. It looks like everything's been picked up. Everybody's ready. We are back to baseball. Pitch swung through, strike 1. Braden Grantham could not get that one. University of San Diego for Grantham. Next pitch. A breaking ball that didn't completely break. Stay out of the zone for a ball, 1-1. Mesa, Arizona. 5'11" right-hander. Stands in there against Carter Haven. And somebody didn't like waiting that long, so they called timeout. Stepped out of the box. Regroup, regather. Bases are loaded, full of Potters. Here comes the 1-1. Missed on the inside, 2-1. Good eye by Grantham there. Tough pitch to take. He did. 2 balls and 1 strike. Haven's pitch. On the outside part of the plate, off the plate, 3-1. So Grantham's got himself into a really good hitters count here, 3-1. Looking at the Potters bullpen, they're look like they're working on their iron game. Comes a 3-1 pitch, fouled off to the screen. Scared those poor folks right in the front row. Oh, wait, that's Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart's here. Rod Stewart's in the front row. That almost hit Rod, and he freaked him out. It's all right, Rod. We got you covered, buddy. 3-2. Runners are taking off. Ball 4. That was beautiful. The walk to Braden Grantham scores Aiden Isola. Rudy moves up to third. Garrity over to second. And that's going to bring up Ben Romano. And we may or may not be having a pitching change as the manager for the West Coast Kings walks out to the mound. So we will step aside for just a minute, but the Potters have now taken the lead back. 6-5 here in Lincoln. We'll be back with more on Stones Radio Networks.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
So the meeting is over amongst the fine folks for the West Coast Kings. Been broken up by the home plate umpire. No pitching change has been made yet, but there is activity in the West Coast Kings bullpen. So we'll keep our eyes on that. But for right now, Ben Romano steps up to the plate. 2 down here in the inning. Potters got the lead back, but the bases are still juiced for Ben Romano. First pitch is swung right through for a strike, and not sure that should have counted at all because the ball got out of the bullpen for the West Coast Kings for the second time. And had to stop play, but the pitch was recorded as a strike. So no balls and 1 strike to Ben Romano. This one is hit out into left field for a base hit. That will score 1. That will score 2. Here comes a play home. No throw. Potter score 2 more. Ben Romano with the single. So Ben Romano drives in 2. Brock Rudy and Tyler Garrity. Braden Grantham is over at second base. And the Potters now lead this one 8-5. First pitch to Zach Malone, fouled off to the screen. JP's trying to tell his guys, hey, I got it. But, you know, if you're not a starting pitcher and you're not playing, go run and get the ball. Let's go. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. This one's hit over to second base. Wheeler backs up, picks it, throws it over to first. Kasawu gets it, retires. Zach Malone for the final out of the inning, but not before the Potters put up 4 more on the board and now lead this game 8-5.
Have you ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the
Well, the Potters are having fun now after taking the lead back from the West Coast Kings there in the bottom of the 7th inning, top of the 8th inning. And we still have Drake McNell on the mound. And at bat, we have Aldridge, who came in to pinch hit for Caleb Morant in the 6th inning. I just got a dog with onions and mustard. I'm so happy. All right, 0-1 is the pitch. Next pitch fouled off, out of play. 0-2. Shane Aldridge. His second at-bat of the evening. Had a single his first time up. Stolen base. Next pitch to him is high and inside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I got the onions. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's taken up high for a ball. 2-2, evening up the count. Drake McNell in his second inning of work for the Potters. Kind of a tough 7th inning for him, but he was able to get out of it. Coming in relief of Noah Madsen at the time. But was able to minimize the damage. And now the Potters have the lead. 8-5. 3-2. And there's a swing and strike 3 of Shane Aldridge. Strikeout number 1 here in the 8th inning. It's going to bring up Ethan Casa-Wu, the first baseman for the West Coast Kings. He's played a heck of a game over there at first base. It's not been easy for him, but he's done yeoman's work over at first base tonight. Drake McNell out of the windup, and this ball is launched into left field, and I have no idea if this is fair or foul or what, and it's a foul ball. All right, that was if that was fair, that was a goner. But a big, long foul ball for strike 1 to Casa-Wu. And McNell sends the next pitch right past him. 86-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. So McNell ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. And here comes that pitch. This one is a lazy fly ball out into right field. Looks like it's going to get out of play, and it will. On top of the newly renovated VIP section down there. Huge shout out to Marquez General Engineering for pouring all that concrete out there and making it so spectacular for the fans. They love it, and we appreciate them. And the 0-2 pitch, swinging, strike 3. Casa-Wu down on strikes. 2 strikeouts to start the 8th inning. That's going to bring up Elijah Scott. Elijah Scott, the shortstop for the West Coast Kings tonight. Speed demon over there, who's walked twice and grounded out. And he swings at that high fastball. Gets a piece of it, but it's a strike nonetheless. No balls and 1 strike. McNell touching 86 with the fastball there. Next pitch fouled off to the screen. So he gets ahead of him quickly, 0-2. I'm going to look over at my statisticians and say, how many pitches has he thrown this inning? Oh, they're not paying attention. How many pitches has he thrown this inning? Yep. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's fouled off. Stays at 0-2. Okay. So we got him at 18, right? All right. So we're come in. He's thrown 18 pitches since he's been in the game, and he's been extremely effective throwing the majority of strikes. And here comes the 0-2. And that's in there for strike 3. Dropped ball, but Lavin picks it up, fires down to first, and that ends the inning. The Potters get out of that 1-2-3 with a strikeout of the side, and we will go to the bottom of the 8th. Potters have the lead, 8-5.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis, or call 916-259-2739.
Have you ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
Lincoln Potters Baseball.
Come out and join the fun. Zach Chamizo up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Potters have the lead, 8-5. Carter Haven back out for another inning of work for the West Coast Kings. The first pitch to Chamizo's taken over the outside part of the plate for a strike. So top of the lineup to start the bottom of the 8th here. Chamizo, Grant, Isola, 1, 2, and 3 for the Potters. And here comes that next pitch. This one's foul over, out of play. Chamizo in a quick hole, no balls, and 2 strikes. Just got a nice little video from the Phantom hanging out at Ringo Star tonight. Chamizo strikes out swinging. So down on strikes goes Chamizo. That's the first out of the inning, bringing up Jack Grant. So, yeah, during the broadcast, I'm here. I'm working for him. You know, I'm filling in for him, doing the best I possibly can for him. And what does he do? He sends me a picture of him having a beer at a concert. Come on, man. Anyway, I hope you're having fun, buddy. Carter Haven pitching from the windup. First pitch, swing and strike from Jack Grant. Jack Grant coming back to the Potters, making his first appearance of the young season with us. Jack Grant's been on former Potters teams. In fact, I'm looking up at the Potters images from years past, and I see Jack Grant sitting up there. There he is. And wearing number 5 in the pinstripes in 2021. Nice to have Jack Grant back. Let me say hi to the Grant family out there. Hope you guys are watching, listening, tuned in. You guys know how to do it because you've done it before. Let all your friends know. Next pitch, Jack is taken. It was outside, but we'll say what the umpire called it, a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Getting late in the game. The umpire might be getting a little bit tired there. This one's fouled off over to the Potters dugout. So he's staying alive. No balls and 2 strikes. Following Jack Grant would be Aiden Isola. But here comes the 0-2. Lazy fly ball lifted and getting out of play. So he will stay alive for another pitch. Lights have taken complete effect here at McBean Stadium. Fans have not left yet. They are still popping. 2-1, and that skims off of Jack Grant's back. Second time he's been hit by a pitch tonight. And it seems to happen quite frequently when we're talking about Potters recently. A lot of hit by pitches recently. I will say this, early in the year, you know, a lot of these pitchers, they haven't pitched a whole lot or they haven't pitched in a while, so they're still getting their arm slots and everything worked out. So, I mean, it's going to happen. But Grant's out there, no worse for wear, taking his lead at first base. 1 down here, Aiden Isola at the dish. And he takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Brock Rudy getting warmed up as Haven checks on the runner over there. Grant's back. Not too far off yet. Now he's starting to creep. And here comes the 0-1 pitch, taken right in there for a strike, 0-2. Hey, Isola just watched that one flutter into the inside part of the zone, 74 miles an hour. Got him 0-2. Runner takes off. It's a shot down the left field, but that's foul right into the West Coast Kings bullpen. So Jack Grant will have to make his way back over to first base. A nice solo back in there. Slightly open stance by the right-hander. He's waiting for his 0-2 pitch. Here it is. Foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. Aiden Isola goes down swinging. 2 outs in the inning. It's going to bring up Brock Rudy, the designated hitter out of Hawaii for the Potters. Also a catcher. And also a guy who wears no batting gloves, and I just think I admire that guy. I salute you, sir. That's how we used to do it back in the day, because you couldn't afford, golfers' gloves. There was no batting gloves. Anyway, here comes the first pitch. Oh, and I was really close to being a balk there, but it was not. Diving back in is Jack Grant. No throw made. Jack Grant takes off. First pitch is in there for a ball. That looked good to me. But Jack Grant gets the stolen base. Brock Rudy takes the pitch right over the middle for a ball. And here we go. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And I believe that hit Rudy as well, right on the foot. So Rudy's been hit twice now. Starting to think that the Potters are getting a little bit tired of being plunked with baseballs. But it does come with the territory when you're playing this game. So you just take it. You just go with it. Don't let it affect you. You see first base coach get out there, Cesar Tamayo, put his arm around him, say, hey, man, relax. Don't let it affect you. Don't let it bother you. Free 90 feet. So we still have 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch is lined out over to the bullpen. Actually got over the bullpen and into the crowd. Hope everybody's okay over there. But that was a large, loud strike 1 by Luke Lavin. The left-hander standing up there. Grounded out a couple times. Flown out once. Struck out once. The 0-1 pitch is taken right down Lincoln Boulevard for strike 2. So now he's in the hole 0-2 against Haven. It was right around 50 pitches since he's come in. Here comes that 0-2 pitch. Runners take off. Got a piece of it, fouled it back to the screen. Stays alive. Jack Grant, Aiden Isola, Brock Rudy have to go back to their positions. Once we're all squared away and everybody's back to their spots, Luke Lavin steps back in and he's ready to take his 0-2's hacks. Haven set. And here he goes. Outside, throw down to third. Thrown on the wrong side of the bag, and Jack Grant slides in safely. Stolen base for Jack Grant. On the backside of that, Brock Rudy is able to steal second. So now runners are at second and third, and we have a 2-2 count. So 2-2 is the count. Carter Haven out there trying to get out of the 8th. Here comes that 2-2 pitch. This one is drilled out into left field or right field. This may get down. Right fielder's out there. He cannot get it. That will score 2. 1 run has come across. 2 runs have come across. And Luke Lavin saunters into second base. Stand-up double. Luke Lavin putting a charge into 1, giving the Potters 2 additional runs. And now the Potters lead this one 10-5. Just taking a look down at the West Coast Kings, and there is no activity in that bullpen. So this is all Carter Haven's game at this point. So Carter's still out there on the mound. He's got 2 down here. But he's got Luke Lavin at second base, and he's facing Tyler Garrity. First pitch to Tyler is hit out into center field. Taylor's going back. Aldridge is coming over. Who's going to get it? And Taylor reaches up and makes the catch. So fly out to center field, retires the Potters in the bottom of the 8th. But now we go to the top of the 9th, and the Potters lead this one 10-5.
It begins on the farm, where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. Where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I have no idea what's going on. People ask me all kinds of questions, and I'm just answering randomly. But yes, that is correct, Willie. That's who we're doing. But we are now here in the top of the 9th inning, and we just pumped it up. I hope you were watching the in-between commercial break, showing the guys out there pumping it up. And Drake Bicknell is out here pumping it up. The fastball's throwing 85 miles an hour, getting a foul ball to strike one to Chase Taylor, leading off for the West Coast Kings here in the top of the 9th inning. Next pitch is taken high and outside for a ball, 1-1. Taylor struck out in his first at-bat and then reached base in the third via fielder's choice, flown out to left field the other 2 times. Next pitch is fouled directly back to the screen and right back to the umpire. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Drake Bicknell out there still firing in bullets for the Potters. And he's ahead in the count 1-2. Next pitch is taken outside. Breaking ball that didn't break. 2-2. It really gets the crowd pumped up when they play that song. Pump it up. Next pitch is fly ball into, I guess, left field. Chamizo's underneath it. Left side of the infield. He camps underneath that one, puts it away for the first out in the 9th inning. So that's going to bring up Ryan Wheeler, left-handed batter for the West Coast Kings. Stepping in there. Hit by a pitch. Struck out, walked. Had a single in his last at-bat. And here he is, trying to get on base, set the tone for the West Coast Kings. And unfortunately, he swings right through that pitch for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. On deck, Shane Aldridge. And if the West Coast Kings can get any further than that, they'll be down to Javier Rios. But right now, it's an 0-2 count on Ryan Wheeler. Quick hole. The 0-2 pitch is taken on the outside for a ball. Luke Lavin set up on the outside part of the plate. He was off the plate where he set up, but Bicknell hit the target just the way he wanted to. 1-2. Hit right back to Bicknell. Caught on a line. 2 outs. I love writing down 1 unassisted in my book. That's when the pitcher catches a line drive. I love that. 2 down here in the 9th. Potters have the 5-run lead. And that brings up Shane Aldridge coming up for the West Coast Kings. First pitch he faces is actually a little high for Lavin. Couldn't catch that. Back to the backstop for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Aldridge's got a couple of hits on the evening. Next pitch is on the outside part of the plate for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Shane Aldridge. There's the 1-1. That's outside, just barely. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good pitch, good take. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one, same spot, different result. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And look it, last strike guy has come down to play. We have a last strike guy representing. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. There's a lazy fly ball out in the center field, and that will not get down. Garrity makes the catch, and the Potters win it 10-5. Beautiful catch by Garrity out in center field, and that ends the ball game. The Potters win this one 10-5, and we'll be back with Potters postgame right after this on the Stones Radio Networks.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
I insist.
It's your turn.
Nope, I think it's your turn.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go.
I appreciate your appreciation. It fills me.
Safe drivers save money with Farmers.
Just for driving safely?
It's a Farmers policy perk. Get Farmers and you can get a safe driver discount simply for having a clean driving record for 3 years.
Come on. After you.
After you.
Safety first.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Coming up, the Potters Player of the Game, presented by Peak Jerky. A convenient, healthy paleo and keto-friendly snack ready for you to enjoy. Visit peakpastramijerky.com.
And welcome into the Player of the Game interview with our guy. Welcome back, Jack Grant. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Nice to have you back. It was an interesting game, to say the least. I mean, and you took the ball off the back a couple of times. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
It's a welcome back. Took 2 off the back, but, any way to get on base.
Any way to get on base. You got the W. Again, a great game played by y'all. I mean, when did you get into town, man?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. So
Yeah.
how was it getting here?
Well, I took off when we came back from Arkansas after we lost. I took off from Tucson the next day, drove 7 hours to L.A., stayed the night, and then finished the 5 back to Danville, and then had one day with my family and then headed up here. So
what you're saying is that you're not well rested. You're just out here. you're winging it as you go, right?
yeah, it's been a long time on the road to get up here. So
Well, Jack, we're so happy to have you back. Like I was just telling everybody, I got this picture up here of you in 2021 with the guys in the pinstripes, and you had a hell of a year in 2021. What are you expecting to have this year?
I'm expecting to do the same thing, maybe even a little better, and just help the boys win any way I can. So.
Awesome. Well, you came in tonight. I had to have you as my player of the game. I mean, you're back, dude. So got to have my boy on. But you started off the game with a single. How nice was it to start on that positive streak getting back here in Lincoln?
It felt good. It's always good to get the first one out of the way. Got the pop up at third base in the first inning too, so got the jitters away. So it's pretty exciting.
Excellent. Well, you got a quick turnaround. You just got here, and they're going to send you on the road for 2 games.
Yep.
So go get some sleep, get some rest, and we can't wait to see you out here playing even more. Jack Grant, thank you so much. Player of the game presented by Peak Jerky. Jack Grant, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. We'll
All
be
right.
back with more of the Potters postgame right after this on Stones Radio Networks. Welcome back in here to the booth, everybody. Stones McCoy here with my producer engineer, Riley Duncan. And we're going to have a quick post game tonight because we just had our guest, Jack Grant, player of the game tonight. Came up huge right off the bat, getting the first hit for the Potters to get things started. And got to have a huge shout-out because we had some really, really good pitching tonight. And Drake Bignell coming in, doing the job that he did, getting the Potters the W, getting them back with the lead, and then holding that lead, putting a shutdown inning there in the 8th inning, and allowing the Potters to take the lead and keep it going forward. So we're making this a quick post game. Great game. We will be off tomorrow. The Potters will not be. They will be traveling back to Sonoma for a 6:05 game. You're going to want to check that out on Sonoma Stompers Mixler app. That's the only way that you'll be able to watch or listen to it. No watching that game. And then we will return Potters Radio on the road up in Healdsburg on Sunday. That is a noon start time. So don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mixler, all of that stuff. And for Riley McCoy and Stones and Willie Press and everybody up here in the booth, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And have a great night. Potter up, folks.